is it? It's a 1d8 for clerics?
That'd be correct.
Be right on your sheet.
Oh yeah,
I believe it is.
On the
yep,
front
there
page.
it is. Yeah.
Level 3, you'll get, as the others, a bunch more spells. A buttload, some might say.
I get 2 level... Actually, it might be more than that. I just realized. Hold on, I gotta go...
2 level 2s and additional level 1, so you should have 4 2 for your slots.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need to see what the how many for bonus spells. 'Cause that's the thing, right?
I believe you can do a number of spells prepared each day based on your wisdom modifier and your cleric level combined.
Well, no, it's how many I can bring per day is how many spells slots I have. Like, I don't learn spells. I just pull them out of the ether each
Yeah,
day as I
you
need
can
them.
prepare spells based on your cleric level and your wisdom mod.
Right, okay.
Or
So
then cast any of the prepared ones using the slots.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So
But if it's a ritual
7.
spell, you still need to have it prepared retardedly.
What did you say, retardedly?
Yeah, like, even if it's a ritual spell, you still need to have it prepared that day to cast it at all.
Oh, yeah.
Even though the length of the spell might mean that you could have reasonably prepared it.
Well, it only takes like an hour for a cleric to change spells too, right?
Over the course of a short rest, I believe.
Yeah, so they can just like meditate and re-prepare.
Yeah. Well, I pretty sure. Is it just? Maybe I'm thinking 3.5. So I thought it was like once per day you could meditate for an hour. It's probably 3.5. Yeah, I've had a busy couple of days, so
It's okay. We can keep going over details from the last game. You can just sort of maybe partially listen in, or just for all of our refreshing purposes.
Nope, it is actually a long rest when you can change your prepared spells.
Huh.
Was that true?
Yep, just looked it up because I know it's the same for wizards.
okay, so now 3 cantrips, 4 first level spells, 2 second, or that I can prepare anyway, and then 1.
Your wisdom mod is +4, correct?
Yeah.
You can have up to 7 spells prepared per day at this point.
It's just level plus wisdom mod?
Yeah, cleric level plus wisdom mod.
Okay, that's an easy one to remember. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's here. Can prepare 7. So, out of...
And that he just gets the whole list, right?
He can just choose 7 spells from the entire level 1 and level 2 spell list.
Yep. Got it.
Where do I add the 6th? I mean, the 7th one, because it says 4 then 2, like 2.
Those are your casting slots. Like, you can cast a first level spell 4 times.
Okay, so I can prepare 7 spells, but I can cast 4.
You can cast up to 4 level first spells and 2 level second spells. They could all be the same spells if you so desired. It's just you can only prepare up to that 7 number.
So you're just picking your pool of possible spells for the day, and then your slots determine how many times you get to cast spells of whichever level that you've prepared in your pool.
Correct. So it is not advantageous to prepare only level 2 spells. Because then you don't get to use your level 1 slots.
Exactly. Now, we also did, you guys did another experiment with the cave as well. You tried something. What did you guys try which didn't end up working last time? Like, you tried like a different strategy, maybe, going into the cave and doing something? I think it was Sorthyn, right? You were trying to cast Identify or Detect Magic or something on the dais?
Yeah, the dais was nothing.
That's true, the dais was nothing. But you tried it, and You guys all sort of went through the same thing again.
Yeah, because I did it at night, and that was a bad life strategy.
Right.
I need to get Mind Shield.
Yeah, Mind Shield. What level spell is that?
I have no idea if it's even a spell.
Oh. I thought you're telling me the name of this spell.
I think
didn't
there's
know.
something along that lines. I just don't know what level it is.
Yeah, it's something like warding or something. Maybe. Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum, maybe. Wow, this Mordenkainen guy came with a bunch of fucking spells.
Oh yeah, wasn't there a thing for that? Where can I get a link to that whole thing? Because I remember someone talking about that.
I think someone, put it in there. There it is. An Imperial buttload or a metric buttload. I didn't see that zombie. That's a good one, though. Yeah, I can freely convert between Imperial and metric buttloads. I'm really quick on that one.
And sounds like 10 shitloads to me, but that's a Gears of War reference right there.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on the region or whatever. I don't know. Imperial's weird. What's that? Were you gonna say?
Well, apparently, a buttload is an actual thing. By the way.
Yeah, it is a measurement of alcohol or something, correct?
Yeah, it's because a butt is a unit of volume used for wine.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
So it's defined. A butt is 2 hogsheads.
Oh my god.
So a butt is 126 gallons.
Okay.
Really?
That's a lot.
Wow.
Thus, all buttloads are in fact imperial buttloads.
The more you know.
But how much is a shitload, though?
That's probably the metric version of the buttload.
It's really that plus 200, right? Metric ton.
It could very well be, yes. Oh man. Looking at my map here, preparing for this dungeon we're about to go through.
It's weird how monsters always just love to live in dungeons. Why don't they just live in houses like normal people?
I know, most people won't build them houses. Like, can you imagine an ogre came into Hargrove and was like, build house?
If an ogre went into Hargrove and said build house, they would build him a house.
Maybe they would, yeah. Build house.
Oh, my friend, you look so wonderful.
Oh yeah, Saramine would probably make friends with him. He'd build him a house. I've never met quite a large fellow as yourself. Such a large goodness.
Let's see.
You're gonna love my level 4 feat.
Oh, you're going with a feat? Alright.
Yep.
Spellcasting modifier around it somewhere, I'm sure.
Well, now I'm curious. What is it? Can you spoil it for me?
It's going to be the one that gives you 1 charisma point, and you can mimic the sounds of any person that you've heard speaking for at least a minute.
Oh,
nice.
I welcome you to try to mimic my voices.
I will fail miserably at mimicking, but Sorthyn will be fine.
That's true. Yes, Sorthyn will be quite good.
What,
oh yeah, so Masson, your save DC and your bonus to attack spells is your your save DC is 8 plus proficiency, which is 2, plus wisdom modifier, so 14 for you. And your spell attack modifier is proficiency plus wisdom, so 6 for you.
So spellcasting modifier, spellcasting ability modifier, would it be 4 or 6?
Well, your ability modifier is just which ability, the modifier of the ability that powers your casting.
Okay,
so you have wisdom, so since you have 4. +4, yep.
Okay.
You get to add that. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I need to know that, so I'm healing you guys for the appropriate shitloads as opposed to buttloads.
Right.
or 10 shitloads because I'm ringing the wrong number.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I also want to remind people as well that everybody, including Masson, though of course you do have this sort of quite obviously magically induced sense that you slept a full night and did watches and everything, you feel physically pretty wiped out, and also your sort of arcane senses seem to be telling you that your magic is much weaker than you would expect if you had gotten a normal full night's rest. So be careful.
But that applied when we were still level 2, right?
Yes, it continues to apply. Yes, you continue to feel that way, but you do feel instead of just telling you outright, I'll make this obvious through game sort of description. You feel though your experiences has sort of made you stronger and given you the will to sort of push on, and you do feel somewhat of a surge of your energy returning, but it's still not where you would expect it should be.
Okay.
So if you can intuit what that means, I'll be mysterious about it. Since this whole fucking cave is mysterious. This fucking cave.
Okay,
Oh,
I know
yeah.
what I'm gonna do once we get back to town.
Oh, okay, good idea.
Long nap.
Long nap, yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, didn't Sorthyn went and took a long rest though?
Yeah, I'm fully good because I slept during the middle of the day.
Right.
Oh, that's true. Yep, Sorthyn will be fine.
But Masson is down 1 level 1 spell. If I remember
I am
correctly.
down. Oh yes, I am. I did see that.
I have it in my records.
Records.
My records. Why are you saying it like that with an H?
Because someone is. No, I'm not gonna say it. I need something that would help us against ogres. What would help us against the ogres?
I can tell you they are hearty creatures, so Constitution save throws are bad.
That's why I'm not
Oh, yeah.
taking blindness, deafness, because that wouldn't do shit.
Masson, did you grab your domain spells too? I think you got 2 new ones.
Oh yeah.
I
Level
didn't
3.
say anything about domain spells on my thing. Let me go look.
Yep, you get 2 of them.
And they don't count against your prepared.
You get Lesser Restoration and Spiritual Weapon, always prepared, does not count towards your total. In addition to your Blessing Cure Wounds.
Oh.
Yep, there it is. Life domain spells. So you always have Bless, Cure Wounds, Lesser Restoration, and Spiritual Weapon.
Yeah, I got blessing cure ones over there. Alright. Oh yes, I see now. Oh, excellent. Excellent.
Excellent.
Excellent, isn't it?
Exactly.
In German, they have them say "ausgezeichnet."
Okay, nice. I'm not gonna try to say it.
Ausgezeichnet. Yeah, it's spelled like this.
That's some furious ass typing.
Well, it's my mechanical keyboard, and my mechanical keyboard is fairly close to my microphone, so.
I have the same problem, don't you worry.
Yeah.
Okay, well that saves me because I was about to take spiritual weapon. I'm like, spiritual weapon would help. I already get it.
You got it. This man has a spiritual weapon.
I shall assail thee with my faith. Ha ha.
What the?
It sounds like you just died.
No, someone's laughing at guy. You know, like my faith will protect me, and then guy laughing gets stabbed.
Little did he know his faith did not, in fact, protect him.
No, you know, like people always think it's funny when people of faith are like, my faith will protect me. I'm like, haha.
Oh yeah.
Like this, yeah, this guy.
All right. Are you done leveling up, Masson? Masson leveled.
Let's see. Oh, I never rolled that 1d8. I'll do that, and then I'll just.
Yeah, you can remember, you can choose to take the average or roll, but no re-rolls if you choose to roll.
So 4 or a roll.
Yep, and you get plus con obviously as well. I don't know what your constitution is.
Slightly above.
Slightly above average, so 5 plus con, adding to your HP pool.
Which is a 1, so I get 6.
Yeah, Morris was loving life because he got a max roll.
It was
Made up
nice.
for his shitty one at level 2.
And I rolled
So
a 1.
I averaged out.
Oh yeah, poor Ophelia.
You probably
There
have more
are
health
other
than I do
numbers
now.
between 1 and 8 on the D8. Or the
I
D10.
think so.
Yeah, apparently I've been rolling high, because...
Your health is pretty up there.
Yeah, no, I'm at 24 from reading this, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you take toughness or something as a feat as well? Or didn't you?
I don't think I have any feats.
Oh, you
Maybe.
didn't take any. You didn't take feats.
No, I do have. I
have a
1
feat. I don't
point
know
in.
if anyone else does.
At 1 point in con.
Very inhuman.
So
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's con. I know the.
human.
I know one of the rolls I did at some point was a max right there, so that might be why.
I'm a little scared that me as the sorcerer is going to have the highest health pool.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Wait,
Well,
what?
I should nerf your health.
I'm at 26 because I have a +4 to con.
Damn.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
We'll make you tank. Just push you in there.
Squishy and scared. Let me get at least level 6.
He's got so much health because he's a farm boy.
I'm allowed to be tanky.
Okay, is everybody, Masson, you done leveled up?
Yep, I'm leveled
ready for
up.
play?
I'm just adding in spells, but I can do that while we play. It's no biggie.
Okay, just don't. I mean, you can take a second if it's just not going to take too long.
No,
I don't want to get you distracted.
We can technically put in your entire spell book, right?
Yeah. Just the ones. That's fine. Okay. So, where we last left our heroes, they had just found the gnoll den, and they were making their way inside. And this den is certainly a little bit different than you might have been expecting. It's not really a cave. It's sort of like this. So the outside is the front of it is a waterfall, and there's a sort of winding forest path leading towards it, and it's got this stream running away from it. In fact, we don't need to describe it again because I have a nice picture of it. I'm just going to switch the view real quick so Masson can see and you guys can remember about. I hope that's the right one. Yeah, it is.
That's the one.
That's the one. And right to the right side of the waterfall there, amidst some thick brush, is this little entrance that hardly looks like anyone has used it, or like it looks like sort of haphazardly there, almost there by accident. This little entrance created by this heap of rubble on top of it. So that's where you guys are right now, despite the fact that you have tokens on that map. Here we are. Okay. So you observe how the den is made up of a series of sort of like these voids under this massive pile of rocky rubble. So it could have been some maybe collapsed mountain or hillside of long past, and the surrounding landscape has sort of changed, but this aspect of it has remained. As you make your way through the entryway, your path is lit by crisscrossing shafts of light that come streaming, filtered through this complex sort of lattice of stones. And the entry path, as you make your way through, is littered with these sort of scraps of cloth, sort of kicked up dirt and gravel, and these masses of sort of like carpet of brittle old bones that you feel crunch underfoot. And it's almost impossible to avoid them, but obviously you can walk quietly and sort of minimize the impact of that if you want to be stealthy. But regardless, sort of this it's sort of makes you cringe a little bit with worry. The sound of that crunching echoes very faintly down the path ahead of you. It's mostly unavoidable. But as you make your way further, it's just sort of this winding path made up of this void in the rock, not even really a cave. And of course, you think as you move through that it's bizarre that a group of ogres would choose to live here. Like, the pathway is big enough for an ogre, but they probably got to really work to squeeze through into this place. And it doesn't seem to be getting any more forgiving, these passageways, as you get further in. And eventually, the path begins to widen a little bit as you move along, and you come across this sort of crumpled up big pile of cloth, and you can see that there's some sort of insignia like sewn onto it. It looks like sort of very unskillfully sewn, but sewn into it nonetheless, sort of like a clan banner or war standard of some sort. But there's a huge rip torn right through the center of it, and Rockjack looks at it, and he mutters sort of to you, but also to himself, "A flag of our tribe," he whispers, and he seems very nervous about what's going on. He's sort of sticking behind you, letting you guys take the lead. And that seems to make him think, and he says to you guys, "Understand, Rockjack not strong. That's why tied twice. Rockjack weak, but will help." He clutches the spear sort of close to his body, and doesn't look too sure of himself. So, eventually you guys arrive out into sort of what you can see to be a much more generous amount of space in these passageways, and you reach a fork, one that continues straight along ahead, with sort of a little crevice up ahead, and then continues on to the right. However, the one thing that catches your eye immediately is a blood trail, like this streak of blood that's coming from the right, and you see it stretch on up ahead. So at the very least, it's sort of blood is streaked this one trail along the passage ahead of you and curved around sort of the passage to your left as well. So what do you do? You guys can choose where to go, or examine things, or ask about what's around you.
That's about as far as we can see straight ahead.
Yep, the passageway seems to narrow and block off your vision a bit.
Well, I'm going to light up a torch, cast Mage Hand, and give the torch to my Mage Hand. Just so we can have a floating light.
Good idea. You can go ahead and do that.
Scythe light.
And again, the light is about all the light, unless you move sort of further on. All the light you're getting is sort of blocked by this passage.
I'm going to sort of look this way.
All right, 1 second. Okay, so you're looking which way? To the right?
To the right.
Moving up the ring? Okay.
To the right, to the right.
To the right, to the right.
Step to the left.
So you see down here. See, the passageway continues down, and so does the blood smear. The blood smear goes that way as well. Again, also going out towards upward direction. And I'll give you a little more view as well, because it narrows again, sort of cutting off your vision a bit. And you're going to get something that looks about like, what was that? Looks about like that.
I'll ask Rockjack, where do these lead?
Right, so he's seems a little bit transfixed by the blood trail, and he sniffs, and he doesn't even answer your question at first, and he because he's so busy sort of sniffing the air, and he looks a little scared, and he says, "Many dead gnolls." And he looks down at you as in like, aren't you scared as well? Aren't you scared by that too?
We kind of have a job to do here.
He gives a little growl and pins his ears and says,
right is the living place, nursery, babies, and no living place. Ahead is homes and storage and treasure place.
Well, let's go check out the living quarters first.
Yeah.
What? Quick question: where was the cannon kept?
Cannon is in right.
All right, let's not go to the right first.
To the treasure.
You don't think that's where the most enemies would be? Near the treasure?
mean, I don't want to walk into a room and eat a cannonball to the face.
Well, we'll be
You
quiet.
raise a good point. I don't know. Do they connect at all? Rock check.
so you ask rock check?
Yeah.
This is,
Yes, big circle.
Okay. So, how do you guys want to handle this? Go
Does
for
anyone else
storage,
have
which
dark vision aside from me?
I think just you.
Yep.
rock check has dark vision.
It's true.
All right. I guess I'm going to put my torch on the ground next to Masson or Morris, and slowly ease my way down the corridor using dark vision to see if I can reveal more of the passage.
Okay, and you're gonna make a stealth check, of course, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a
Second.
question. Do we still hear that waterfall? Is it like really loud? Because it's literally right over this cave.
It was much louder when you're by the entrance, but it's much duller now. You can still hear it a bit.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me check. I gotta check the. Oh, that's fine.
You gotta check to see how much damage a cannon does.
You don't think I haven't prepared? You think I haven't prepared that already? I mean, come on.
I know they're not fun to get hit by.
That's a pretty safe assumption. All right, so you're sneaking your way further down, and so you get just you obviously being very stealthy, of course. You lean your way just barely around this corner, and I'll reveal to you what you see. You're gonna see this. So you're going to see there's some other small little room or passage going off to the left, and you're going to see as well you're going to see inside a big old
ogre right there.
There it is. Yes, you see a big ogre just sort of sitting splay-legged and holding this club, and he's just sitting. He's like staring off in this direction, and you can't quite see any more because of the angle. So he just seems to be like staring off over here.
All right.
And he's like picking his nose and scratching his head and stuff. Like this is probably what ogres do for fun in their free time. They sit and stare at things, you figure.
All right. Is there any lights in that room?
There are a couple torches, yes, just sitting around. The light near the edge is quite faint. It seems like the torchlight's concentrated further on from in the room. Like the light you're seeing here is must from around here must be radiating from elsewhere.
Okay. I'm gonna risk going one more step to look up the passageway.
Okay. And suddenly this just disgusting smell hits you, almost like it's a physical force. And what you see is further on into the place there, you see that it's not a passageway, it's actually a room, and inside, it's about as big as you see there on the map, of course, and inside this room it is just stacked high, piled with corpses, like partially eaten and eviscerated, like not just deer, but also you might see like a humanoid torso or something in there, and there's also a lot of gnolls, and it's just like steeped in blood and guts, and just is absolutely disgusting. The smell of it and the sight of it is horrific.
All right, I'm going to ease my way back to the group.
Okay.
And as soon as I get out of hearing range of the ogre, Vicks Vapor Rub under my nose.
Or prestidigitation on your face, maybe.
Yeah, essentially. All right, so guys, to the right there's a room with a bunch of dead things, mainly gnolls and animals and such. There's also a large opening with an ogre sitting and picking his nose, and I couldn't really see much more than that.
Just the one ogre?
Just the one ogre in there, as far as I could tell, although I couldn't see most of the room. I didn't want to get too close.
Masson sort of bristle, or not Rock checks on. I mean,
am
maybe you
very
do.
perturbed.
Yeah, maybe you're perturbed about this. I don't know, but Rock check bristles at this, and says,
They're using Gnoll home.
and his voice raises just a little bit above a whisper, and he growls about that. He seems pretty upset. I mean, obviously he knew that there were ogres in here, but hearing that, yes, there's definitely one sitting right where, you lived is probably a little upsetting to him.
Yeah.
Is that the room with the cannon in it? Rockcheck?
I didn't see a cannon.
Rockcheck says,
Maybe moved or hidden. Not know, but cannon was in room there.
So, do we want to take on the ogre?
Or maybe see if the other way is clearer?
Yeah, you want to go scout out a little bit that way?
All right, another stealth check, I'm guessing?
Yep, make another stealth check. Oh, lots of 15s.
Again.
Okay. So you make your way, obviously, again, very carefully on through, and you try to peer down the passage, and what you see is, you're going to see further down to another sort of tightening of the passageway, but then, of course, you will see actually further down to the left, and here's what you see there. You see another passageway.
Anything down
It's
that
a
way?
dead end.
Oh.
Yes, actually, the blood trail turns to the left and seems to go down that way. And at the end of it, there is what looks like the form of a person laying on the ground and not moving. It's like humanoid form.
All right, I'll just keep that in mind and continue down the passageway slowly.
Okay. All right, make a perception check. Oh, okay.
One heck of a perception check.
That's one heck of a perception check, all right. So, and as you get down the hallway, you'll reveal a little up until it hits sort of a corner. The passageway seems to curve somehow and go out of sight, but from around the curve, you hear distant but fairly clearly, even over the roaring of the water, which would make it more difficult to many people to hear this, but you managed to pull this out. You do hear these two loud, slow, lumbering footsteps, like a thunk, thunk, thunk. It doesn't seem to be getting any closer or farther, but it echoes down the passageway ahead.
Okay. Do I see any offshoots in this hallway?
Nope. There's actually yeah. Sorry, I'll just reveal the whole shebang for the parts you're next to here. So what you see, you can see about there. Oh, and I haven't revealed part of it there. You get the idea. Okay. I'll get faster and faster at this. Don't worry.
All right.
Yeah. So and then yeah.
I'm gonna go up to the edge of that corner and try to peek around.
All right. What are you guys doing while Sorthyn does this? Scouting around.
I'm just sort of trying to get my eyes accustomed to the dark.
Okay.
And staring down this hallway.
Do you have any weapons drawn? Everybody has their weapons
my
ready.
bow.
Okay.
My bow is out.
My sight's out and has scythe light as well, as I'm just like kind of keeping
Also,
watch.
I'm mildly concerned that these ogres are not up to code about their mass grave there.
Oh gosh, we're gonna have to extort them for silver pieces.
15 silver, I believe, was the fine.
Yeah, I'm just listening for anything odd.
Okay. So you guys are making sure you listen, make sure nothing's gonna head its way down this passage at you.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be a good idea. Okay, so moving up further, you will reveal this, and it goes on to a sort of curve around a bend here. It's like it curves around. Okay.
Gonna try to peek around the edge of the corner.
Okay.
So I think the question is, how the hell did these ogres even get in here?
They can squeeze. It's not pleasant.
They can. That's true.
All right. I feel like I'm pushing my luck a little at this point, so I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, you can see a little more. There.
I'm gonna go back, say, hey Mason, there might be a guy alive over to the left, and then I'm gonna go over to the left where the guy is. And check to see if he's alive.
Guy's in a humanoid?
Humanoid form, yeah.
Yeah, humanoid
Sorry,
form.
go ahead.
Oh. Let me know when you're ready for me.
I'm gonna look at him. Does he appear to be alive or does he dead?
No, you get closer and you examine this guy. He's he is human. He's got sort of short brown hair, but he's sort of collapsed here in a pool of blood. His clothes are fairly simple affairs that you'd see on a typical traveler, all ripped and torn to shreds. And his so he's not moving, and you get a little closer to examine him. He's not breathing.
All right. I will turn him over and try to see what kind of guy he is.
Okay. Do you is Masson here for this? Masson, do you have control of your token, so you can move it down, show where you're going?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Come up and follow him.
Okay. So you turn him over, and his face is dirty and scratched, and his eyes are closed. He's obviously not breathing. So yeah, if you examine him closer, you'll see he's got dirt under his fingernails. His hands are all cut up. It looks like he was crawling. And even closer, you'll see that if so Mass, do you want to do like a medicine check?
Yep.
Okay, that's a good idea. You can determine anything special about this.
Yeah, I was just waiting to finish describing it.
Yep, that's sort of what he looks like. The initial things you see. You can perform sort of an examination on him.
I rolled terribly.
That was okay. Examination. So you give him sort of a once over, and you determine that given the blood smear he left, he probably crawled down this way out of the sort of because remember Sorthyn, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the blood smear does stop at the sort of pile of bodies room. It looks like he may have crawled out of there. And Masson, you're almost positive he did based on the blood smear and all the dirt and blood under his fingernails and how cut up his hands are. Further examining him, you find that his legs seem to be completely mangled. Like they look intact under his clothes, but when you feel them, you feel just like, shattered bone under there. It looks like he was completely his legs were crushed or something, and he crawled like that. Just, on arm strength. And beyond that, that's what you can tell about him, sort of, not much else. Do you want to do anything with him, like investigate him or trying to figure out who he is, or maybe try to heal him? I don't know. He's obviously dead. Madison.
He's totally dead, right?
Yeah.
I do like not have an actual spell for. Actually, wait. Maybe I do. Give me a second. I might have a spell for that, actually. No, that's not the one I was thinking of. I'll do just like a. First off, are his eyes open?
No, they're closed.
Okay. I'll just do a quick prayer for his passing on, and then make a mental note to come back to give the body some type of proper look at before rising and seeing the Sorthyn. Nothing we can do for him. Let's go.
All right. I'll say, Serenray, guide your spirit, and then I'll begin going through his pockets, seeing if he has any identification or things that might be useful in here.
So in his pocket, you find 4 gold pieces. That's one thing of interest. I don't know if you want to rob a dead man. Jesus Christ. you find just a couple gold pieces.
It's already in the party loot.
Okay. Feel free to. You just gain negative karma for that one, mister. No. And also you find a piece of parchment that's all crumpled up and has got a smear of blood on it. That's in his breast pocket. And the piece of parchment has writing on it. And you will be able to see this. There it is. Now, if you look at the documents under handouts, there is a letter written on it. If someone wants to read the letter for us, or you can all read it silently, if you're interested.
Oh, interesting.
Everyone finished at the exact same time.
Gunpowder.
That can only go well for us.
Yeah, what is the connection, I wonder? What's going on here?
Well, that can't be particularly good.
No.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Note to self, looking for barrels and then casting fire at it.
Or not.
All right.
Hey, it might take out some ogres.
I'm getting antsy, so I'm
I
gonna
know.
start.
Yeah, I'd say we go and
Pushing
take care of
this
this
way.
one ogre.
Yeah.
We
Do
at
you
least
wanna-
know we're not gonna get surrounded by ogres.
Oh, I
That'd be
should
pretty
mention
tough.
to the group there was footsteps coming from the north passageway, although they didn't seem to be coming this way.
I mean,
Do we need to
even
do
if they
any more?
were,
They take forever to get to us.
it would be real rough for an ogre to be flanking us.
I feel like between a lot of us, this first ogre is going to go down quickly enough that by the time the other one reaches us, we'd be in a decent spot.
Oh, here, if you'd like to go in front of me.
Sure.
You guys are being stealthy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So hang on. Before we roll further, I was just gonna say.
Oh right.
Yeah. So I was a little unsure and unclear in the past. Before last session, Masson, just for your knowledge, I started a new sort of policy on checks in the group. So the way we're gonna do it from now on is, if you're all together and making a check for something you all want to work on, before anybody rolls, if we don't announce it, the roll is not valid. I'm adding that just so you guys know. Before anybody rolls, we have to decide if one person is going to roll for the whole group or the whole group is going to roll. And if the whole group rolls, at least half of you have to succeed or the whole group fails. So in this case, it would be 2.
So my question though is
yeah. Rock check does not
really
count.
a thing that
this is a group stealth.
It's a group sneak.
It's a group sneak. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no real rules for that in the DMG, so you kind of just make it up as you go as a DM.
Yes. So I'm implying that here as well.
Okay.
Just as a small request, can a critical success count as a full group success?
No.
Like if somebody rolls a natural 20, yeah.
I don't. If it seems like you guys are getting screwed over by that or something, I'll amend that. But right now, a 20 is just an automatic success for one person, so that's already pretty good. I feel like we don't need to make it
a
lot better. But if there are a lot of situations where you keep getting critical, if you're rolling as a group, some person gets 20 and everyone else fails, then maybe I'll amend it. But I don't think it's going to be a huge thing.
Okay. So on that then. So Sorthyn's roll does not count because we did not decide to do it as a group or individually, correct?
Right.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
Do it as a group or individually? How's your guys' stealth?
Not very good. I think we should have the plate wielder do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a +6.
Chainmail, but yeah.
I have a +3, so go for it.
My stealth is 0, and then I'm pretty sure I am
disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah, because I have chainmail on.
So, my recommendation is that since unfortunately we cannot use Sorthyn's, that I will keep us quiet.
Okay.
Unless anyone has any objections.
Nope, direct us.
Yep, go for it.
All right. Fingers crossed. Hey.
Very good. All right, so you guys are all approaching stealthily, and everyone's sort of following your lead, Morris, even though you're taking up the rear.
I'm doing like hand signals and stuff.
Right, exactly. That's how I sort of imagined it.
It's very tactical.
Exactly. So you keep everyone in line, and everyone stealths up very carefully. And of course, the stench is, you gotta almost hold your breath because it's so awful. But you get up closer, and indeed,
I'm used to that.
Oh yeah, maybe it does bother Mass and all that putrefaction. But you get up.
It's more like putrefaction. Oh.
Okay. So
I've got my cloak over my nose.
Yeah. So you get up about this far, and you see exactly what Sorthyn said. An ogre is sitting, staring off in this direction. Does not seem to notice you at all. He's just sitting there snorting and grunting occasionally and scratching himself in all sorts of places. Doesn't seem to be anything else going on from this angle. This is as far as you can see into this room from this angle.
Shall we scooch forward?
We can try that, or we could all launch a volley of attacks at the same time.
I mean, how many of us have ranged attacks? 3, I guess?
All of us do.
Oh, okay.
Not Ophelia. Oh wait, Ophelia has. Yeah, you're Eldritch Knight now. Yeah, you do.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. This poor ogre is just gonna sit there and a bunch of vaguely ineffective pinpricks are gonna hit him in the side.
But we'll have advantage.
Well, I'm gonna be laying him on the fire, but you know.
Well, then if it's gonna be a surprise round, then we all sort of go first and we choose our order. Is that...
We have a movable rod too, if we want to do any more.
For surprise rounds, how they
just
work
stick it in the middle and click it, and there's no way he can get to us.
Pretty much. We could do this entirely ranged.
Actually,
we're gonna do the
want
cheese
it,
strats.
Massa? You're in front.
Yeah,
But
before we do that, actually, I might want to use my surprise round and not attack him. Let me read this real quick and remember what one of my spells does, because it could help a lot of us. For spell ends. Okay, I can make our sneak attack even more effective by giving you all a 1d4 to add to your attack rolls.
Ooh, bless.
Could be useful.
Yeah. Yes.
My recommendation is that I don't attack first because I have Colossus Slayer, so I deal an extra 1d8 if the target is below full health.
Right.
So I should do my bless and then say Sorthyn hits him, and then Morris and Ophelia.
Sorthyn and Ophelia shoot their spells, and then I'll.
Or there, yeah. Okay. So I will begin our sneak round.
Did you guys want to use the immovable rod or not yet?
I mean,
yeah, I don't think yet. Yeah, okay. Not really yet. There's no like huge reason to do so. Okay. So I am casting bless on all 5 of us. No, up to 3. Never mind. The 3 of you guys.
Okay.
Morris, Sorthyn, and Ophelia.
Not rock check?
No.
Oh no! What's wrong? Okay.
Because it's up to 3.
Oh, it's up to 3. Got it. Oh, it's level 1. Got it.
Yeah. If I do it at a higher level, so I can add more people, but I don't feel like that's necessary.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, maximizing this round, and then we'll worry about other rounds after that.
How long does it last? Up to 1 minute, and it's your concentration slot, though.
Yes, I am aware, but that's the point, is that it's used up this round, so I can do concentration stuff later, and it's fine.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, that's how surprise rounds actually work in 5e. I got yelled at by my group for doing it wrong for a while.
It just means you guys get a free turn.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah, because they don't gain anything until it reaches their initiative order, then they gain their reaction.
Well, then almost undoubtedly I will be going first. Because
you can choose to hold your attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hold it you can hold it under the description of after 2 attacks have been made on the ogre.
Okay. Then, we'll do that. So then we need to roll.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do is we'll hold on that because the ogres have no reaction, so we don't need to do it. But yeah, that's the reason why technically you are supposed to roll initiative on the surprise round, even though the people surprising get the free turn. Because once they hit their initiative, they do get the reaction, even though they don't get any other. They don't get to take like movement actions or attack actions.
Right. Okay.
So you guys can just let off a volley of attacks, because if this ogre happens to die, and I don't want to screw around with the initiative order,
Right.
If you guys do really good, there's a chance you can kill this guy right out, but maybe it'd be pretty tough.
It's all about those stacking damage bonuses.
Exactly.
Well, that's why I made sure you guys had a bit of a bonus. Don't forget, and you can actually, if it's a good roll, you can just choose not to use it and save it. I don't mind. I'm not super dependent on that concentration slot just yet.
Is the D4 to the attack roll or to the damage roll?
The attack roll.
Attack and saving throws, by the way.
Yeah, you can use it on the saving. Like basically, like when you roll your attack, if you decide you're not confident enough in it, you can add the 1d4. but you only have one. It's like inspiration.
I was reading the description. I was like, but it doesn't actually say the effect. It's just what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No, it's for the entire duration of the spell. For every saving throw or attack for the entire duration.
Really?
Nice.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, holy
for
shit!
1 minute. 1 minute.
Up to.
Yes.
That's wow.
But it takes up your concentration slot. So.
Right.
That's fine. I got decent enough instantaneous for to hold out for a while.
Okay, so who's going first? They're going to hit this poor ogre unawares. The ogre's probably thinking about some complex philosophical things.
The crit with the advantage.
There you go. Okay, so let me see what his AC is. Okay, good. Okay, so that's going to do... So your first attack, use your crossbow. You're going to hit him for 9 damage. So this... your crossbow bolt slings over the shoulders of Ophelia and Masson expertly and embeds itself into the ogre's shoulder, and he sort of is nudged in the opposite direction a little bit, and he doesn't even react at first. He just like slowly looks over and like looks down at his stomach, like, what was that? Like, and then he looks over and like touches his shoulder. He pats his head and he's sort of like trying to. Well, as you guys are doing your attacks, that's what he's doing. Like, he isn't reacting immediately. He just feels this thing hit him, and he's trying to figure out what the fuck that was. So, all right, next attack.
Pew.
Okay.
You do have advantage on that attack, Ophelia.
Oh, I do?
Yep. Surprise rounds. We all get advantage.
Oh, huh.
Well, you got 24, so...
I don't think
but
this
she
can
could
crit anyway.
She could crit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The
again,
initial attack can crit.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
That's the
we will
opposite.
not be
It's
using
the
that
opposite.
one. That was the opposite of what we wanted. Okay.
So 7 piercing damage.
So 7 piercing, and then it explodes, and he takes a dex save.
Okay. Yep. So does it say what the? Oh, it doesn't. It didn't roll the AOE damage for it.
No, I didn't figure out how to put in a second roll. So
I'm not
Unfortunately,
sure
yeah.
there's a way. It's kind of weird.
If it hits, I'll roll it.
Okay.
Basically.
Yep. So I'll subtract the damage, and then he will save. Yeah, he does not save that at all. So.
Oh wow!
There you go. And this icicle sings through the air and explodes on him. Then you hear him make an even louder. Still doesn't really know what's going on, but he's starting to get pissed off at this. Like, what the hell is this?
There wasn't anything nearby that got hit by that too, right?
Not that you could see from this angle, at least. But you don't hear any other screams of pain from getting hit by razor-sharp icicle shards. So,
good to
figure.
know.
Yeah. And his arms are sort of flailing around himself, and he's bleeding all from his shoulders down. So go ahead, next attack.
So
wait, and you guys... Oh, we didn't need to add 1d4 at any point.
Didn't even need it. So first, I will Hunter's Mark him.
Okay, with your bonus action.
With my bonus action. And then I'm probably gonna... Because this attack roll is gonna be wiggy.
Yeah.
So it should be /roll, keep highest 1, right?
Yep.
Of 2d20.
It's 2d20 KH1.
Okay, so 2d20 KH1 plus 1d4. And then I have a +6 minus 5, so +1.
Oh, you're doing sharpshooter?
Yeah, I'm doing my sharpshooter as well.
All right. Let's see.
So hopefully this roll actually parses correctly.
That sounded right to me. We'll see what comes out of it.
It was a
Nat
crit.
20.
Oh wow!
Nat 20 again.
So wow, roll. What do you get? +10, so it doesn't get increased by the
damage
crit.
is going to be
all damage dice are doubled, including
2d8 plus
roll 2d8 plus
your dex
2d6.
plus 10 or 2d6. Are you using a?
Hold on. I gotta.
Jesus Christ!
Are you sure you want to use my 1d4? I don't think you need it.
You didn't need it.
So it's 2d8 plus my dex plus 1d8 for Colossus Slayer plus 1d6
that's also doubled.
for Hunter's Mark.
All damage dice are doubled on a crit. So
All damage dice?
All damage dice.
Yes, including Hunter's Mark.
So it's plus 4d8 plus 2d6.
Wow.
So
you didn't add your 10 to that.
You didn't add your 10.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So 41 damage.
41 damage. Okay, so he's going to take 41 damage. And so he's flailing around confused, trying to scrape these like razor sharp icicles off him. And then an arrow comes through and William Tell when he splits the apple?
Wow.
The arrow goes through and like right through his head, and he pauses for a second and then instantly thumps right to the ground. Dead instantly from that. So
I'll just turn and give Rockcheck a thumbs up.
And Rockcheck's eyes are just wide open, like he's astounded at what he just saw. He clutches his spear closer, like I can't live up to this. What the hell?
And I'm just sitting there, like I can tell no one used my bonus. Oh, did you? None of you need me at all. Why am I here?
I don't know why I used a spell slot on that either.
No, you blessed us to get those nat 20s.
Yeah,
that was true. That was part of it.
Yeah. Except you still all have 1d4s. Congratulations.
We have
for a minute.
For another minute.
Well, let's go find another one to kill.
Wow.
That was easy enough.
That was something else.
And so when that happens, you hear, and now of course this all happened within the span of one round, so within just a couple seconds. But soon after, you hear some voice yelling in Giant, and this voice is not quite the same as an ogre's voice. So someone can make a knowledge nature, or just is there knowledge nature? I can't remember. Fuck.
There is a nature skill.
There's
yes.
nature.
There's
nature.
There's insight or investigation. I guess nature would be the thing.
Nature or insight would be okay.
So who do we got that's good at one of those?
I am not smart.
I have a 13 in nature, or a 3 in nature.
I want to say
know
insight's one of mine.
is one hell of an investigator.
Insight is +5 and nature is +4 for me.
I have +4 for insight. I'll roll my insight.
Wait, are we doing it as an individual or as a group? You guys have to say before you roll.
Oh.
Well, both of you are decent, and both of us are bad. So
I'm not rolling. I'm saying that much.
I would prefer not to roll.
Okay. So we'll have one individual roll, and who's rolling? Is it going to be Masson?
I mean, I already rolled, but if you want another one.
Yes, because that just to be consistent with the rule, you understand.
Gotcha.
Let's make sure we're actually doing that, because being retroactive is sort of a little cheaty. Okay. So you guys hear that this voice is speaking Giant, or it's speaking the ogre sort of language, but it's sort of a much higher voice than you've heard from the ogres before. So it seems a little different to you, but you can't quite put your finger on why. But
I think it's a female ogre.
It could be. But you hear the voice distinctly say, "Ugab," or something like that. Maybe that's a giant word or what. I don't know what. But in any case, so what do you guys do? You hear like someone shouting from another part of the cave, probably further on in that room where you are.
So it sounds like it's from in front of us?
Yes, it's coming from the room in front of you.
I want to enter the room so that we have more of a visual barrier.
I was about to say, I'm just lifting my scythe up. Charge!
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
like,
so you guys
I'm rushing
self-charge
in.
in.
I'm doing the shock and all we did in the forest.
Okay, so so you, as you're running up, you hear all this lumbering, like thump thump thump, like really sort of frantic. It's frantic, I would say. And you get into the room and you see the extent of the room, everything that's in it now. And so now I will reveal the areas. Okay.
I sure hope it's not like a shooting gallery with
I
a
was gonna
cannon
say,
at one
no,
end.
4
And a
ogres in
cannon.
front of us now.
Well,
He
we'll
says
see.
very meanly.
That wasn't mean. That was normal sounding.
At least we're not running into. What was it? Hey, look, there's a
Oh.
cannon.
Oh, perfect. It's aimed directly at me.
But there's no one at it, so it's fine.
Yeah, so we'll give you that view.
I was gonna
right
say,
there.
at
That's
least
all
we're
you can
not
see.
running into Tucker's kobolds.
Oh god,
yeah.
no.
No, ogres are too dumb for that. But you do notice one of them looks a lot. You can see these guys, right? They're on the right layer.
Yep, I see.
Yeah.
Good, they're both there. So, the guy that was yelling is this one right here that looks a little bit different than the others. He looks, I mean, he's still huge, of course, but he looks distinctly more humanoid, and doesn't have quite the monstrous visage that an ogre would typically have. This ogre seems to be reacting to his fallen friend and is trying to squeeze through these 2 columns of rock, and he seems to be a little stuck right now. He's not quite all the way through, but he seems to be trying to run towards you and push his way through. And this guy runs out and sort of stands behind his presumably fallen comrade. So this guy's got he's covered in like dirt and dried blood and stuff. He looks pretty nasty. He's got this armor, this sort of haphazardly strapped on armored plate on front of him, and he's got this leather band, this tightly woven leather band with what looks like 2 animal teeth or 2 teeth of some kind sort of woven into it, like it's woven strips of leather. And then, yeah, and he's carrying a battle axe, and he's looking pissed off and wielding it in front of him, looking ready for combat. And he says, "Who are you?"
Health inspectors.
Your mass grave is not.
You're not allowed to have mass graves.
They don't allow bees here. They don't allow mass graves here.
And the finest death. As I'm already like readying a spell.
And he says, "Why try to steal Gib home again? Gib just make you home. You try to steal."
We're trying to get it back to who you stole it from.
He says, "No, give one with army."
What?
He's saying he won with his army, so therefore it is his. I speak stupid.
Give one fair and square.
And now we're gonna do the same.
He's, "No, not fair." And he goes and he turns to the other ogre that's still squeezing, and he points at him and what does he say? What's the ogre's name? Oh yeah, he turns and says "Slag formation 2 Delta," and Skag seems to sort of like shift into high gear, and he starts to like cartoonishly like run his feet against the ground. They're just slipping, and he's trying to run himself through this passage, and he finally pops out, sort of stumbling, and he looks at the cannon and points to the cannon like he's confused. He says, "Yes, we trained. Use cannon." And so he walks over and picks the cannon up just like off the ground in one hand. And he looks back to him again and says, "No, that's fine." So roll initiative.
Oh no! I made an off joke and it's all coming true. Oh, Masson was not here for me wondering if an ogre was able to hip fire a cannon.
Right.
I like a giant's like, oh, that's fine. Yeah, that works too.
And I have advantage.
Oh, as we open initiative, yeah.
Oh, did mine?
Initiative.
Mine didn't work somehow. What? Hold on.
Are there multiple instances of Ophelia in here? Ophelia, you got
What?
There's only the one instance of Ophelia.
21.
I only see me once.
Oh.
I only see her once.
You see Morris twice.
Yeah, Morris is in there twice.
Oh, yeah. What did you get, Morris? Oh, because you took advantage. Yeah, that makes sense.
There we go.
You get that one. Ophelia, meanwhile, with those 21s up in here. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm seeing probably something left over from our last encounter. So Sorthyn, Ophelia, Sorthyn again. What did you get, Sorthyn? 8?
Yeah.
Last time you got 12.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Rock Check. Little roll initiative. Rock Check is going to try and fight this one for you guys. And then these guys roll initiative.
Oh, he's gonna fight for us? Yeah, go right ahead. Have at it. We'll be over here.
Jeez, what? I thought you liked Rock Check, Masson. Why are you trying to get him killed now?
Well, you see, when you're staring down an ogre wielding a cannon in one hand
and a giant club in the other, let me clarify. He's a cannon and a club.
A giant that thinks he's a fucking tactician over here. Formation 2. What? No.
I believe it was Delta 2. Thank you.
That's correct. Yeah, Formation 2 Delta is what he said.
Oh
well. Jesus.
There we go.
Going around learning Greek.
How do you know Delta's just not an ogre word that means kill?
It could be. There's a lot of homophony and overlap for some reason in these languages.
I'm sorry, did you say ogre laps?
I did now.
I'm
great.
I'm gonna go for a lap now. I'll see you guys later.
You're gonna take an ogre lap?
Oh no.
I'm gonna, since this is gonna be annoying. Remember there's another ogre corpse here. Actually, yes. I'll leave him here since it's gonna be rough terrain. If anyone tries to walk over him and fight on him,
can you give him a skull or something?
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Can I use him for cover?
Yes, you can. No, don't do that. I'm gonna give him a skull.
I feel like Ophelia using an ogre corpse for cover is very appropriate.
Just dive into its mouth and be like a little bunker.
Dead.
She just carves out like a little doorway into the side of it. Give her like an hour, it'll look like one of the pillboxes from War 1 with little crossbows mounted. In a bunch of little windows.
So this ogre is wielding currently a cannon. It looks like he's holding it basically as a club, and a little disturbing that he can hold this huge cast iron thing.
Like holding it by the barrel?
Yeah, he's like holding it by the end of the barrel, like looking like he's ready to swing it around, like holding it by the tip of it, like the cart is like waggling off it and just loose and everything.
I cannot imagine how much pain you would be in to get hit by like a 3-ton chunk of cast iron tube.
Well, you might find out.
I'm going to explain very simply for you.
Not in the back, I won't.
You feel nothing because you are dead.
Sudden bright light fills your eyes, and you find yourself in Valhalla.
Sure is a lot of wheat in this cave.
So first, Morris, since you're taking the initiative, now technically you would roll again. Do you guys really want to roll again, or we just, since Morris we know is speedy, you'll just let Morris go? Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm fine with Ophelia going first if you'd prefer.
Okay. Well, Morris needs to move. I've got an idea, but I don't know.
I would recommend Ophelia goes first because then Morris can use his giant.
I don't know if I'm going to do any damage.
Oh, that's fine.
I have a plan for Mr. Cannon guy over there.
Just
Good,
run up
good.
and stick the. Well, he's not going to
immovable
shoot
rod
us
into
with it
like part of the
into the
cannon,
barrel.
so you can't really move it. Into the barrel might work.
That'd be pretty rough to do. You'd have to like stick your hand in there.
I was about to
something.
say, because you have to hit the button at that exact moment the rod becomes immovable. You can't.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about like putting it through spokes of the wheel or something. Like you said, that part was hanging down, right?
Yeah, the cart part is just hanging off it because he's holding the end of the barrel like a club.
I wouldn't recommend spokes of the wheel because he'd just break the wheel. He's an ogre. He's lifting it up like a club. He's just gonna shatter that wheel around the rock.
Yeah, he's not gonna shoot us with a cannon.
Hopefully.
How would he light it after all?
Exactly. He's probably not smart enough.
Well, regardless, I'm gonna have to go up and attack him. I don't know.
I feel like you should just attack him. Just get any damage on it. Remember, you have the 1d4 to help your attack. Any damage, then Morris gets his bonus, and we all just focus on him.
Okay.
For now, just because he has a cannon.
And then this guy has 2 of his ogre friends to climb over.
Yeah.
That too.
How tall is this cave, by the way?
Probably like. I mean, it's varies wildly because of how it was formed, But the ogres have enough head clearance that they can move around comfortably, at least in this room.
Okay.
Okay, so am I going first?
I'll leave it up to you. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I'll give you Colossus Slayer.
Oops, I almost deleted your. Oh, but it doesn't matter. I'll just move it along as it goes. Okay, so Ophelia, go ahead and show me your move.
All right, I'm gonna go there.
All right.
And damage. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do.
Where do you get plus 1d4 to attack?
That guy.
Okay. Part of the action use a cast. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna try to move, but well, it's a little assurance. And it's still just a normal attack, basically.
Yep.
Neat.
So yeah,
plus 1d4 as well. Okay. So you hit him. You scratch him with your rapier and do some damage.
Hooray!
Quite a bit of damage, actually. Well, I mean, more than you've usually done with your rapier.
I'm not entirely sure how much health these guys have because I think you kind of killed the metric.
Well, where's the plus 2 come from in your roll, Ophelia?
My fighting style.
Oh, I see.
Dueling.
One-handed fighting or dueling? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, dueling.
Gotcha. Hey, how'd you get that to add automatically? Morris is having a hell of a attack. Oh no, you can't do it to attack roll.
No, I can't do
the attack
alternate.
roll.
I could probably make
Isn't it
like
on
an
there,
alternate weapon that I use when I do that.
Like I'm looking at core stats, and then under bonuses and penalties, there's attack rolls and damage rolls.
There is, but I would have to add the 10 on there.
Right.
And then change out the attack bonuses and all that every time I used the sniper or the sharpshooter.
On the weapons, you could also probably just do for the damage dice like 1d6 plus 1d10.
And then just ignore the 1d10.
Make a new weapon.
An alternate version of your current weapon.
Longbow, sharpshooter. So attack stat, dex. At a -5. Damage would be 1. Oh, but that's so 1d8 plus. I need to do plus.
Plus 10 for the sharpshooter.
But the damage is also subtracting from that, so it needs to be 1d8 plus 15. Because when you look at the weapon, you can put in a magic bonus and it reduces the to hit, but it also reduces the damage.
Oh right, yeah, that makes sense.
So it should be +4 from dex, Well, it should just cancel out the magic bonus plus the 10. Okay. So I'm just going to give a test just to see if this works. That looks right.
6 + 1 + 2. Yeah, that definitely looks right.
Okay. So I can use that then. All right. Well, I used one spell already.
It adds 2 to your damage though. But I guess you'll just roll separate damage. Oh no.
Oh yeah, the
15,
archery.
I see.
The archery fighting
Right.
style definitely goes to the damage, not to the attack roll.
Oh, you're right. Hold on. No, archery is
The attack roll.
attack roll.
Oh yeah, and it's dueling that goes to the damage roll. Never mind. I'm silly.
Dueling that goes to damage. Man, why has this got to be so complicated?
That's all right. Yeah, actually, so how did you end up doing this? Let me look at your. I'm not gonna move or anything because I know it messes it up.
Oh no, that's fine. Here, let me go. Just take a look.
Mm-hmm. Damage bonus.
I gave it a magic bonus of -5 for the attack roll, so it fixes the to hit, and then just added the 10 and the 5 for the magic bonus.
Oh, I see.
That should
that's
work.
the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Yeah, because the magic bonus assumes it's like a magic weapon or something like a +1 or something. But then you can modify the damage dice to give it a static modifier to get rid of the extra damage bonus. So you can add the 2 hit and everything. Great.
Okay, so that'll.
You figured out what I couldn't when I spent like 20 minutes on it for you the other day.
it's a nightmare.
It's convoluted as hell, but in any event.
Okay. So I will go ahead and hunters mark the cannon ogre.
Yep, with your bonus action.
With my bonus.
You actually can just move it since you already have a concentration. True. You have it for the next hour until you lose it.
No, I thought it's a bonus action to change the target.
Correct.
If
I'm
the
saying he
target
doesn't
drops
have to
to 0
again.
before the spell ends,
you
can use a bonus. So yeah, I can just move it to him as a bonus action.
Yep, yeah. Then you don't have to. It lasts for an hour, so basically the rest of this fight, essentially.
Yeah. And in that case, I can't. I keep closing my sheet because it's like in the way.
Yeah.
So weapons. So I need to roll this with advantage because he hasn't gone yet in this combat.
That's true. Morris has just got so many bonuses. Oh my god.
If I get hit by anything though, it's well, not anymore. Now that I rolled that.
You got decent health at least. If you get hit by this guy though, it might be a problem.
Yeah.
Ophelia's about to see what happens.
Yay.
So, and then I need to roll 1d6 for my hunter's mark. So he takes 21.
Look at that.
A 22
if
hits.
A 22 hits, and of course it does. So, wow, that's a big damage. You just thunk that arrow directly into his center of mass, and that is a solid hit. It looks like it did a lot of damage to him. Minus.
It's only in the beginning though, because now I'm not getting that +10 damage anymore because that's way too risky.
Yes, that's true. You'll be missing quite a lot probably. All right. Next up, this guy, this howling, angry half ogre guy. He is going to. All right. So the first thing he does, he gets in the sort of like battle ready stance, like he's getting ready to attack you, and he presses his palm. He holds his battle axe in one hand for a second, reaches over, presses his palm to the band on his arm, and nothing sort of seems to happen, but he just presses it and holds it there for just a moment, and suddenly he seems to like straighten up. His body seems to his muscles seem to tense, and you see his eyes are actually glowing faint red in the darkness, and he dashes right up and sort of leaps over his ogre companion and takes a big swing with his battle axe at you, and he's moving like very fast. It seems almost unnaturally fast. And when he gets close to Ophelia, he swings his battle axe at you, And the other guys can see that band that he has, the teeth on it seem to be spontaneously bleeding, like there's blood coming from them from some sort of unknown origin. So that's what's happening. He swings at you, and he is going to he's going to hit you for 14 damage.
I'm gonna use my reaction.
Okay.
Oh, that didn't work.
Oh, it didn't work.
It grants her +5 to her AC.
Oh, okay. What's your AC? What's your AC?
My AC is 17. So
17?
+5.
Okay.
20.
Yeah, so you can describe how you block that blow. It'd be like a crushing blow against you, but what happens instead?
I I put up my shield and close my eyes.
I hope this spell works.
I really hope this works.
And you don't hear anything. Nothing seems to happen for a split second. But when you peek your eyes open, you see his battle axe sort of just stop there, like some invisible force is just grabbing it and holding it out of the air. And then after a second longer, it sort of jets off of this sort of invisible barrier you have, and he stumbles back a little bit and growls with rage.
I put up both my hands up and go, yes! It worked!
Oh, you cheating!
He says.
You did it first.
You cheating!
What's with the bracelet?
He doesn't react to that. You seem to have gotten him to a point where doesn't want to respond. So next up is, all right, let's move down the list here. Masson. Masson? He's left us. Rest in peace.
He's just petrified.
I don't know. This is a lot like last session. But this time he's here is the upsetting part. Masson, where'd you... Oh!
Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
hello?
Okay.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you. We couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I know what. My USB port is a little wonky sometimes.
Oh,
and
okay.
when it registers and unplug, like it does all types of mayhem to both my recording and audio. Like I have a turn-based strategy game that I'm also playing, and all the audio now just cut like permanently until I restart the game. It's really annoying.
Fucking serial bus. Universal serial bus. More like universal shitty bullshit. That's what I like to call it.
Universal shitty bullshit.
I have the feeling that's the first time you've ever called it that.
Well, you haven't been around me enough. We only play D&D together. Daily life where I use it all the time.
Oh, all right. Whatever. Mr. Maston.
Anyway, so let's see. I was gonna yes. I know what I'm doing. You don't have to worry about me. So I am going to yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. I just realized I didn't roll for my Colossus Slayer either.
Oh, you did? I thought you did.
No,
I rolled 1d6.
I rolled 1d6 for Hunter's Mark.
Oh, that's right.
So
Mr. Damage
takes
over here.
another 7.
It's not often that... Well, you guys are level 3, I guess, so you got some good abilities at this point.
It's my literal only redeeming quality.
No, your character has lots of redeeming qualities in RP sense, I think.
Like he's the only one
bitterness.
that can... I was about to say, no, that's just it. You're the only one that can translate stupid.
That's true. You're particularly good at that.
No, it's not
well,
true.
Sorthyn did it earlier.
Comprehend languages.
That's well.
So yeah, as they're having their back and forth. I'm just going to step off to the side and launch.
If you're gonna, you're gonna move where you are in the grid first.
No, No, it's just it's just like a flavor sidestep to be able to
Gotcha.
see
Yep, I understand.
To see the ogre with the cannon, like between the two of them, between Ophelia and the half ogre, and
Ophelia's small and he's big, so she doesn't grant him cover anyway.
I wasn't concerned about that.
Oh,
honestly.
Okay. All right, you're fine. Just go ahead.
So he's like, "That's cheating." I'm like, and you're gonna love this as I send guiding bolt to the other one, and never mind, that didn't do anything.
Your
wow,
guiding
really?
bolt
I did
goes
so much damage, and
max damage min roll. Oh, not max, not really max damage, but
close to it. Jesus,
would have been close to it. But yeah, the your spell definitely goes completely awry and sort of dissipates on the cave wall. So that sucks.
I don't seem pleased.
No, you wouldn't be. I wouldn't be pleased. But this guy seems pretty happy.
Quick question:
Laughs at you even.
Has everyone used their 1d4 yet, or used at least? Oh wait, that keeps
No,
going. I keep forgetting.
no,
it's
it
not
keeps-
a single use.
It lasts for 10 rounds.
So 1, 2.
Or wait, 12.
Are we gonna count the like setup of them moving forward as something?
No, I'm not counting that.
Oh,
Yeah, right now you have 11 rounds on it remaining. Round is 5 seconds, lasts for a minute.
Round is 6 seconds, actually.
Round is 6
Is
seconds.
it?
Yep.
Okay,
So-
never mind. You have 9. You're on your 9th round of being able to use Bless bonus. I'm tracking it.
Oh,
So
Okay,
everyone will get the 1d plus 1d4 for the entire duration of this. Unless it
Until
goes
his
on to
concentration
69.
break.
Really long.
Yeah, if you get hit though, your concentration might break.
yeah. With that in mind, I'm gonna take a step back, looking very perturbed, and like I'm about to do something else really evocative, but it's not coming yet because turns. It's how turns work.
That's right.
Yeah. It's about to happen any second in reality, but because turns.
I believe in you, Rock Jack.
So Rockcheck has been psyching himself up. He does not have any fancy magical abilities that he just saw you guys use. Like he just saw Morris have some supernatural fucking aim with that bow and all the other stuff. So he's, he grabs his spear, lowers it down, and charges straight up at the intimidating fellow here with the glowing thing. And as he gets closer, the guy's eyes, he seemed to glow even deeper shade of red. And he laughs and he says,
I've killed many of you before.
And his voice has gotten like deeper. He's not having a little squeakiness to it like he did at first. Varakchak thrusts the spear right at him anyway. And let's see what happens. Wow, nice job, Rockjack. I think.
I think.
Okay, yep. Nice job. So the guy, the big the fella here who's like the leader of sorts with the battle axe thinks he's going to use the hilt to deflect the spear shot, but Rockcheck goes lower than he expected and actually catches him right in the side, and he growls in pain. It seems to do a little bit of damage to him. So that's good.
Good job, Rock Jack.
So yeah, he dealt first blood to this fellow. So he yells back at him,
I hate gnolls.
because he doesn't like gnolls, of course.
Anyway, who
Well,
does?
I hate you.
Yeah, not the most complicated commentary or motivation for this fella, I don't think. He's got a very slim set of priorities. Anyway, so next turn, this ogre here, this ogre.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so this ogre is dual wielding a giant club and a cannon.
Oh boy.
Over you, Ophelia. Now your shield is still up.
Yep. My last spell slot.
That sounded
Not
confident.
Yeah.
Let's kill them quickly, please.
Okay, so where do I have this noted down? How's it gonna work? Oh yeah, okay. So he is going to. What was it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's correct. Great. So he first swings the club at you. It like bounces off the air, very air above you, and you're just praying, having faith in this shield spell that you created. And then next comes the cannon blow. Huge cannon looming over you. It comes down. The shadow is looming over you. You feel your world get dark as the cannon gets closer, and then that as well, whoosh, like it got deflected by the very air above you, and the ogre stumbles back, confused and enraged. So, thankfully, that was like.
I was so ready to do something myself to help you there. Then I remembered you had the shield, and I was like, she's got it.
Save it for next turn.
Right.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh yeah. Very good. That's good. You had the shield spell. Okay. Sorthyn, your turn.
All right. First off, I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere and put it right there.
Okay. So yeah, the flaming sphere, the sphere.
I don't think you can put it there. That's an occupied square.
Can you not put an unoccupied space?
Okay, then behind the big guy.
There you go.
Still within 5 feet of the other guy.
Yeah.
So the sphere sprouts to life. The ball of flames behind them and catches them completely by surprise, singeing their backs. And yeah, so let me just make sure I know how this works. 2d6.
Only when they end their space there, or I can use a bonus action to ram it into them.
Oh, okay. Are you going to ram it into them?
No. I am going to quicken a spell.
Leave it there. Oh.
Ooh.
Well, we're getting into the complicated stuff now.
Getting into meta
Then I'm going to throw 3 Scorching Rays at the leader.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
So obviously you hit and crit.
Not so much.
The third one misses for sure.
Yep, it misses.
Third?
Yep, I get 3.
Oh, you're counting the roll and the advantage roll.
Yeah, as single target since I don't have advantage.
Okay. So
you roll another damage
for the second one, or I guess.
Or we'll use the yeah. You hit with 2.
The first one crit.
Okay, we'll use the damage for the second one since I already rolled it 9.
Okay.
All right, so an additional.
Unless
7.
you want 7. I said we were going to use. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
So
you'll take. That's fine. We'll take 20 damage.
Jesus.
So yeah, that hits him quite a lot there, and so yeah, those scorching rays burrow right into him and hit him as well. At the same time, the flame comes and starts licking sort of his back, and he's hurting quite visibly, but his eyes are still glowing that sort of disturbing shade of deep red.
And then I'm going to run into the corpse room. No cannon, please.
Okay, so let me see here. So at this, taking all this damage, she stumbles back and he howls out, "Reinforcement procedure!" He yells out like he's yelling back down the corridor or something. So I don't know what that means, but he yells that out like he's got some other tactic. But the other ogre in here doesn't react to that. He just is ready to keep swinging at the thing in front of him that's pissed him off. And he's the other ogre is covered in blood. This guy has got nasty burn and scorch marks all over him, but they still look to be in fighting shape. So next turn we'll go into.
You want to go first, Morris? Or?
Yeah, I'll go. That's fine. Do I think I have 1 spell. Oh no, because I only moved it. I'm gonna refrain from casting that, I guess. I will just
How many sorcerer points did you use, Sorthyn, for quicken spell?
It's 2.
Oh, it's 2? Okay.
I'm just looking to see if I could twin something else. No, I cannot twin the flaming sphere.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what that was. It sounds like you're getting attacked by something as well. Okay. Morris.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot Cannon Man.
All right, shoot the cannon, man.
Cannon Man, take me by the hand.
Was being a cannon man.
Yeah. So, Capew.
Compute.
Right.
Thwip. More like a thwip.
A thwip.
Thwip.
Plus 1d8. And then
Oh my god, you're gonna kill him, aren't you?
1d8 plus 1d6.
Wow. Nice.
I'm sorry.
So,
I just
no,
shit
good.
out damage.
So you hit a very good arrow right into, again, the center flesh of the ogre, and he is down for the count. That arrow hits him and he reels back and then reels forward with the cannon sort of clutched at his stomach. And Ophelia, you're gonna have to make a dexterity save here.
Oh boy. Dex
Don't
save,
forget, you have
Yeah,
you have
dex save.
bless.
You do have bless, so you get to add 1d4 to it. Okay, don't
You
even
don't
need
need
it.
it.
Yeah, you can
Cool.
nimbly move 5 squares in any direction to get away from this ogre collapsing what would have been on top of you.
Oh,
Okay.
skip over there.
Go over to this nice fella. So, okay, so he is gonna get the old mark of death here. Let me make sure I add the whole minus 22 properly so I know exactly how negative health he is. Okay. Now, it looks like our friend here is dead, but whatever. So next is Ophelia.
Yep. Turning my attention to Half Ogre Man. And gonna attack. I'm gonna Booming Blade it again, but I'm not gonna. Do you want me to post it again, or?
No, I'll remember.
Okay.
It's 1d8 if he moves.
Yeah.
Okay, and he took damage from the flames as well.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Damage. I'm.
The dice
Nicely
are with
done.
us tonight.
You guys are wrecking these guys.
No ogres allowed.
We want to get back to our mystery.
We have a mystery to solve, gang. You'd be like Fred, get like pathologically angry when people don't solve their mysteries. What was this? Minus 17. All right. So you cut a huge like swath across him on the exposed flesh where his armor isn't. But as you do that, you guys are starting to hear something approaching, like these heavy footsteps. It's definitely closest to you, Morris and Sorthyn. You look down the passageway, and what do you see squeezing its way towards you?
No,
It's
no.
another ogre. Slowly but surely, he's making his way towards you.
I can't bonus action throw the immovable rod to them, can I?
No, you can't.
Damn.
Yeah, you can't. New ogre
Fortunately, that
joined the
means
battle.
if he's squeezing, then every attack at him is an advantage. If I recall.
That's right. He moves at half speed. He has disadvantage. No, it's actually disadvantage on his attacks and dex saves, and he moves at half speed.
Okay.
Yep. So he's muscling his way down, muscling slowly, coming towards you. So Ophelia attacked. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's looking between Ophelia, who just cut him a really nice, nasty cut across his body, and then looking at the gnoll, who he supposedly hates so much. He looks at you, Ophelia. It looks like he's ready to swing, but his eyes glow a little bit more, and it seems like his attention is drawn to the gnoll. He turns, and then at the last second seems to change his mind, twirls the battle axe around really expertly, and then swings it right down on top of Rockcheck. So let's see what happens. Okay, so Rockcheck tries to get out of the way or tries to avoid it. This battle axe comes down and catches him right across the side, and it looks like it takes a big chunk out of him, and he groans in pain and stumbles back. He's still on his feet, but he's hurt pretty bad. Masson, your turn.
All right.
Keep the tanks alive.
I mean, have they actually taken any
Save
damage?
the rebellion. Sorry.
Just Rockcheck.
Save the dream. Yeah, only Rockcheck's taking damage. What the hell?
Well, I mean, he has said that he's weak, so, you know.
Yeah. Poor Rockcheck.
He's fine for now. What? Let's see. So I'm actually going to then see. We're still making use of that, so that's fine. So we're then going to.
Meanwhile, footsteps lumbering slowly closer behind you.
No, I know it. Does anyone actually have anything they're currently doing that takes from ability checks at all? Just curious.
I don't think so.
No? Okay. I wasn't reading all of the different spells and abilities you guys were using entirely, so just want to double check.
No, it's all bonuses to damage, essentially.
It's all stacking bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I am then going to. Right, so Cannon guy's dead. That guy's still there. They're fighting that. I'm gonna move back over here, and I'm gonna send a sacred flame at that ogre.
Okay.
Pull that back up.
Okay, it's a dex save. Should be a pretty good chance.
So,
not
only is he an ogre.
Right.
He's also at disadvantage.
Yeah, believe it or not, it was actually but anyway.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I know.
That's pretty impressive, since it has to be beat a 14.
I know.
They call me Club Tuck Quick.
What's this guy's name? I actually have the name of this ogre here. What's his name again?
Oh, don't tell us his name. We'll feel bad about murdering him.
No, I won't.
His name is Brat.
Yeah.
Brat the Nimble.
Right.
Yeah, well, Brat's gonna get his name engraved on his forehead after he's dead. Engraved into his skull. That's actually not a bad idea for burying people if you want their name to be remembered. Because the skulls survive a lot longer than most other crap around him.
I suppose. He's going to take 7 damage.
Yeah.
Does not seem to cow him in the slightest. He's still making his way towards you.
That's fine. I have my scythe up and at the ready.
All right.
I look like I'm ready for this fight.
Rockcheck is right now he's too involved in this fight to back away, even though he's probably pretty scared after all the damage he took. So he's going to send another wild spear thrust at him. Blood dripping from his side. He's going to attack him again. And he will hit. He gets the guy with another glancing blow. And the guy stumbles back, and his eyes again glow, like for just an instant, a flash of brighter red when he gets hit. And that was it.
Half ogre, half giant, 3rd level barbarian or some bullshit.
Not quite that, but we'll find out. If you care to find out. So this ogre is dead. Deadski. Sorthyn, your turn. As you hold your nose in the corpse room.
I'm going to pop out, ram the guy with my flaming sphere.
Okay. Is it far enough away?
I mean, I just have to move it into him, so. And
okay.
I can use that as a bonus action.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10? So 50 feet you can move it, at least?
I can move it, no, it's this guy right here that I'm ramming.
Oh, you're ramming it into him.
Yeah.
I got you.
Into his back.
Yeah, I can move it 30 feet, but I'm just ramming it into his back. Also, he should have taken 2d6 damage at the end of his turn if he failed the dex save. I forgot that.
No, I forgot to roll that too. Hang on, let me roll.
Here, draw like a...
Okay, he the dex, I'm almost positive he beats it then. Yeah, 14. He beat 14, so.
All right.
He does not take it. He does manage to dodge that of all.
He just ignored the fire.
Right, he ignored the fire. The flames seeping. In any case.
I'm going to have it, ram into his back.
Okay.
So another dex save.
Okay, so another save, yeah.
Alright, then I'm going to shoot him with my crossbow as my main action.
So does he take half damage on the save when you try to ram it?
Yeah, he takes half damage whenever he saves.
Oh, okay, so he's going to take 2d6 anyway, because it's 2d6 damage normally, right? But he saved both of them. So,
right, so I'm rolling twice.
Right, so two 1d6s.
So he takes 3 damage each time?
Woo.
Wow.
Only 1d... He saved on both.
Right, but I roll the full damage and then you get half of that.
Oh, I see, yeah. Okay, so rounded down?
Yeah, you always round down. So.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so he takes 6 damage. Okay, so actually at this point, so that last bit was enough to actually finish him off. So the flames behind him and the furnace and the final blow from Rockcheck, and he stumbles back and he gives some sort of growl and says something probably in giant that you can't quite understand, reaches out desperately, sort of trying to take one last swipe at Rockcheck, and he does. He swings his arm over and makes one last wild swing over Rockcheck as he falls down, sort of like a last-ditch effort. And this one, Rockcheck sees coming, and he's able to just barely dodge out of the way, and his battle axe falls from his hands from the mist blow and clatters to the floor, the stone floor, with a loud, bang, metallic bang, and he falls over dead. So now this guy's dead.
All right, and since he died, I'm going to turn around and shoot the guy in the corridor with my crossbow.
Oh yeah, because that was your bonus action.
Yeah, that was a bonus action.
All right. So crossbow.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so he's going to take 11 damage.
And then I'm going to run away. I'm going to run over to there.
Okay.
What even are these crits?
I know, we got a lot of crits. It's pretty wild. All right. So next is... Oh, it's a little screwed up.
It should be
There we
Ogre
go.
Man, right? Yeah.
Yep, there's Ogre. This guy is gone. This guy has made his way up to Masson in the amount of time, and he takes a big old swing at you, Masson. What's your AC?
My AC is 16.
Okay, so he swings at you, and it's his club must have caught on the very cramped conditions around him. He hits the side of the wall, and a bunch of loose rocks fall out, and you hear like this shifting above you. That's probably not good. But he slams into the wall with his club instead of your body, thankfully. So at least we avoided that one. So this ogre, probably not long for this world.
I will shoot him.
Okay.
It might not be the most exciting thing, but damn it, it gets the job done.
Are you going to move your hunter's mark to him first?
Yes, as my bonus action.
Okay.
And
so you get a whole bunch of damn bonuses.
A whole bunch of bonuses. Maybe I'll miss.
1d20. No. You don't even need to roll the bless bonus. You got 19? Or 18?
So 1d8 for Colossus. He's hurt, right? Yeah. 1d6.
Yep. Another one.
Mark.
Okay. 17 delicious damage. So he'll take that hit nicely.
Back up to Rockjack.
Who's bleeding, but he's panting heavily and looking down over the fallen guy that he was just fighting. Sort of incredulous that the guy was even killed. Seemed very scared. Ophelia.
I'm gonna hold my turn until Masson calls for help.
Oh,
because
okay.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to squeeze into that area to attack him at all.
No, that's true.
So,
Masson's like the bulwark here.
Yeah, let me know if you want me to take over tanking.
I'll make sure to let you know.
Yeah, you're probably fine.
I'm probably fine. Let's be honest.
All right. So, Masson, go ahead.
All right. Now that he's up in my face, I'm going to do all kinds of stuff. I'm going to take a swipe at him with my scythe.
Mm-hmm. Seems good. Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
Do I need to quadruple all the health of these enemies? Good Christ.
That's only 4 crits in 5
bolt.
turns.
We had a really lucky night.
That's for my guiding bolt. Also, Ogre just took a swing at my head. I'm not too happy about it.
You rolled too many d4s for your crit damage, though.
Huh?
It should be total of 4 d4s for your damage, not 16.
I do all kinds.
Oh, yeah. So it should be 7 less on the additional.
Oh, yeah, so...
I see.
So we'll just say 12 then, because I think he had... because he was rolling... You put the crit damage in as the entire attacks calculated together.
Right, yeah.
And so we'll just say 12.
Okay, that works.
Mm-hmm. I actually get to give this guy health back now. Exciting. Rare.
It would have been, 5 and... Yeah, something like that.
So Rockcheck seems to have gone out of combat mode. Now he's like sniffing at this guy and like stabbing him with the spear. Oh, what? Were you going to do something else?
I was going to do something else because I do have more stuff I can do.
It should be 14 as well for his strength dex bonus, because the damage under the crit is just straight roll.
Oh, yeah, I see.
It would be 4 + 4 + 2 + 4 + 1. So 5.
Just add your strength mod to the end of that.
No.
We're ignoring the damage and just going off your crit because you put that as the 44.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So 12.
Yeah, so 12
plus
14. 2.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're doing now because there were 2 4s in the other one. Okay, I gotcha. Carry on.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah. And then I was going to, with my bonus action, whip out spiritual weapon. Just gonna throw this out there. There we go. That did not work appropriately.
Pardon me.
Oh, it just didn't. I see what happened. It didn't just. I thought it would show the whole thing. I just didn't want to do that. Oh, I didn't. I didn't set it right. Here we go. And that should be. There we go. Now it shows the whole thing. Okay.
Okay. There we go.
It does require an attack roll.
Oh, did not. Arg. Give me 1 second.
1d4. Okay, takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. As a bonus action.
Where is it? I'm trying to find it.
Oh, it's not even concentration. That's pretty good. I see why it's level 2 though.
Hold on. No, I thought it was. I'm pretty sure it is concentration, actually. That is not put this in there.
It's just a duration of 1 minute.
Yep.
Oh, you guys are looking at the actual thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's not concentration. I should have been using this whole time. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you didn't really need it right now, but if you're gonna use it, you go ahead.
No, I want to
Finish
use
him
it
off.
for dramatic effects, and now this should actually show everything. There we go. Okay, so
and you rolled the same damage again. Good for you.
12. It creates a golden shimmering scorpion whip, which is the weapon of my patron deity. I'm gonna have it go for his throat, because that's fun.
All right, you sting him right across the throat and opens up this nasty gash. It looks like begins to drip blood profusely. He's still on his feet though. It looks to be just barely.
For anyone wondering what a scorpion whip looks like, that's a pretty decent looking one.
Oh yeah, that would hurt.
By it's more of like for the wrapping aspect than the penetrative point. If you look at other scorpion whips, it's the whole deal of blades or thorns along the whip, so it wraps around and rips its target.
Yep.
So
seems good. Next is Ophelia, if you want to go, but Masson seemed to have it well in hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Want to take a peek up here and make sure we're not getting even more reinforcements?
Okay. How much movement would it take to climb over these corpses?
There'll be rough terrain, so each square will take up double movement. So.
And I've got
I'm sorry,
25 speed.
You could make it to right here.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. You can see a little further up. Hang on.
Okay, cool.
That's this. You can see this. There's some other passage heading off to the north.
Do I hear any other possibly ogre feet?
Make a perception check.
Damn.
Oh.
And
that's a lot of crits.
Are you kidding me right now?
I gotta take away you guys' dice. You're doing something to them. Oh wait, there's not real dice, so what the hell are you doing?
We microwaved our internet dice.
Grilled one side of them on the old skillet or something like that. All the stupid tricks you have. Well, I'll roll for this anyway. Okay. So you do seem to hear something at the end of the corridor. Some like little scritching around back there. But you're not sure what it is. Seems like something is unmoving, but sort of like crouched maybe and hiding. You can just hear like gravel or moving rocks just echoing faintly up from the corridor.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna do.
All right. Any more crits before we move on to Sorthyn?
He's not
All right,
bitter or anything.
No, not bitter. I like it when you guys do well. She's just making it too easy on yourselves, I feel. But that's okay. Maybe you're gonna get some bad rolls and things are gonna go badly at some point.
I gave you a
Right,
bad
you have to
roll.
have
I
some
gave
good
you
Oh,
a
that's right.
crit fail.
That's true. You did have one crit fail to our 7 crits?
What?
That's
don't know.
perfectly even. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you see, the reason is because Bless is still active.
That's true.
That is
somehow the meta reason.
It's a metagame spell. It casts beyond the scope of the actual universe.
We're harnessing actual magic right now.
You
Which
know what
is,
it is?
you know.
Selket's just pissed about the mass grave.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, listen, none of those people are buried correctly. I am not happy with this. That's actually appropriate to her lore.
All right, so I'm going to move 10, 20.
I was going to say the same thing, Morris. Okay, go ahead and
30. Do I see anything up above me?
Well, I will tell you. 1 secundo here.
After this commercial break.
Right. No, I'm going to take a break after we're done with this combat, but we still have plenty more time to do stuff. So, yes, what are you going to see? You're going to see up the corridor a bit more. It just goes on. There's like a little cubby there. Nothing you can see in there, but maybe you have to get closer.
I'm going to take the dash action and move another 30. 5, 10, 15,
okay.
20, 25, 30.
He's like, they got that other ogre. It's fine.
Okay, okay, so make a perception check.
At least it wasn't a crit.
Oh, yeah. So you see. So you see, it doesn't seem like anything behind you. You're listening carefully. You dash up, trying to get some sense of what could be going on around there. And you see, just barely peeking around the edge. Oops, hang on, I gotta click a lot of things. Just barely peeking around the edge. Oops, god damn it, I messed it up again. We'll get it sometime this year. Just a little something. It looks like maybe a bit of an elbow or something. Like something's crouching down or leaning just around the corner there.
All right. And then I'm going to move my Flaming Spear 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? I think it's 30.
Yeah, where are you marking it? I can... Okay.
Yep, I can do it. So 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right there.
Okay, that's perfect. Then you can move that drawing around.
Yeah, I'll just move the drawing around.
Okay. Very nice. So, this ogre down here fighting Masson, pardon me. Oh, I got my layers all messed. There we go. Swings his club at you, and again misses and whacks at the rocks on the wall instead. Like it was very unfortunate, his aim here, especially in the cramped quarters. And again, you see little bits of pebbles and rocks coming out of the wall and dropping from the ceiling a little bit with the massive force of the blow that misses you completely. But if he was aiming for the wall, he did a great job. So
I wonder if he's just distracted from the fact he has this like razor wire like wrapped around his neck, strangling him right now.
Right, he's flailing around and bleeding from a few places, so that'd be a little rough.
Maybe he's planning on just causing a cave-in on top of you.
That could be.
Well, he's doing a great job thus far.
He's doing some serious game theory.
Game theory. Mutually assured destruction, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the theory. A game theory.
No. Morris, it is your turn, my friend.
mean, you probably got this, right?
Oh, me? I'm fine.
Yeah, you. Okay.
I'm fine.
Then I will go ahead and do this. Where are we? Here we go. Cast Goodberry.
Goodberry.
And I will hand like 5 of them over to Rockcheck.
Now, actually, Morris, as you do that, you try to call upon the power behind the spell, but suddenly you feel like it just sort of slips from your grasp, like your arcane reserves are just depleted.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You go to cast it, but you realize it just nothing comes out, like you're tapped out.
Okay.
That's not good.
That's not good. I guess I'll give him a pat on the back then.
Oh, pat on the back to Rockcheck?
Yeah.
he doesn't.
Good job.
He's hardly reacts to your hearty back pat. He continues to just curiously poke at the dead guy in front of him with his spear, just like to make sure he's actually dead. Still in disbelief that he quote unquote killed him.
Yeah, I mean, look, he hit him twice and he fell over dead.
Yeah, exactly.
The great Ogre Slayer.
Exactly. He's going to be an Ogre Slayer for real.
A giant Slayer too.
That's true. Yes.
He's gonna have the scars to prove it.
Yeah, he's gonna have a badass scar. I'm sure no ladies love badass scars.
That's true. I think they probably do.
Well, I'm gonna come over. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 6? Go. Because I can ignore the difficult terrain of a pile of corpses.
That's right. You're nimble like that.
And then I guess that's it.
Okay.
I'll relax and be mildly concerned about
whatever's going on up here.
My unable to
your
reach my. I guess I don't know if it's arcane. I guess it's because it's the same as like druid magic. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's nature magic, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah, whatever.
It would be the divine branch that's considered nature. Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. That seems right. Now, Ophelia, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go follow Sorthyn down the hallway.
Just leaving our cleric to fight an ogre by himself.
Masson seems
He's okay.
He's got it.
This
ogre's on his last legs.
I can sneak past the. Actually, I can't.
If you end your turn there, you do take fire damage on a dex save.
Oh.
I'll stop there.
Oh yeah, it's non-discriminate, isn't it?
Yep.
Anything back there?
You can dash past it.
That's true. So that'd be 25 and then another 25?
Correct.
Okay, I'll go there and look down the hallway. I think I have
and then using
5 more feet of movement.
I'm gonna use my amazing map awareness to see the very edge of some sort of a token right there.
I know. Well, I did that on purpose because I said that Sorthyn saw something peeking around the edge of the, just like the tip of an elbow or something. So, oh yeah, Ophelia, you moved up there. Right, good.
Yep.
So, let's see.
It's a hyper ogre.
It's another cannon.
A hyper ogre.
It
is now.
Dual wielding cannons.
No.
It's an ogre.
Oh hey.
You can see that, right? Oh, good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is. He's sitting there, crouched, sort of down as possible, as much as he possibly can in these conditions. And when he sees you approach, he screams out at you in this sort of. It seems like it's half afraid, half like war cry. Like first it's like he was like surprised, but then he sort of tried to turn it into like an actual serious war cry. And he brings up his club like in front of him, like he's gonna block a blow. like he's defending himself.
Oh, hi. I'll growl at him back.
And he goes, "Roo!" That's sort of what an ogre would sound like. Yeah. And you probably do that. So I just imagine it way louder and right in your face, and it stinks. That's more down to what an ogre would do. All right, Masson, your turn.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm just gonna hit him with my scythe again, then hit him with my spiritual weapon again.
Yeah, man.
Guys, it's
Do some rolls.
You do you, bro.
I do me.
The scythe does not strike him. So the scythe, probably in all his wild flailing around, it just manages to miss him. This one, however, does hit him. Pretty. Is that the right amount of damage? 1d8?
Plus
1d8.
Plus 4. Right, so if you roll...
damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting
Right.
ability modifier. So
All
yeah.
right, 7 plus 4. That works. So that's going to be enough damage. So finally this whip sort of... I guess you had it around his neck right now.
Yeah.
Choking him out. Yeah. So this finally constricts another half an inch or so space, and that's enough to make the ogre finally basically just go down at this point. He's way too weak, and he's choking and sputtering and seems to be running out of steam. And he hit another time. He swings wildly at you as he's falling backwards, and let's see what happens.
I imagine it's a lot of blood as it's slicing into his neck.
yeah, there's blood running down all over him. He's messed up, this giant thing. It's somewhat less intimidating to you by this point, since you've just killed a bunch of them, right? Normally it'd be intimidating, but at this point you're feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, it's just another part of my day.
So he swings at you, and your AC was 15, you said, or 16?
16.
16? All right, he misses you again. Again, he strikes the wall right next to you, and this time you hear a little bit of rumbling, a little bit of shaking, and make a dexterity save. More little stones are falling.
Let's see.
Plinking off your head.
Does it look like it's actually like dangerous amounts of stone, or just?
Oh yeah, well, at first it was just a couple little bits of dust and stone cracking, but then there's this sort of like a rumbling and a shifting, and your reflexes are telling you that something is about to come down actually from the huge amount of force he's putting into these blows. So yeah, make a dex save.
I was about to do something else and I realized I couldn't because I already used my bonus action, so don't worry about it.
That's okay. Remember, add plus 1d4.
No, he did not bless himself.
Oh, you didn't bless yourself?
No, I can only do
you blessed it. Oh, okay. Don't add 1d4 then.
So, dex save, it's over here. There it is.
Now we need someone to get Bane. So we can bless us and Bane them.
That was not good.
Yeah, so you suddenly this, it's not like gigantic boulders or anything, but they're like big, rocks about the size of a person's, head or something. I don't know why I use that as an example, but they're pretty big. What's that?
Bless does actually add to saving throws.
I know, but he didn't cast it on himself.
Bless himself.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Targets.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Masson's saying that to himself about now as well. So there's these big chunks of rock, not like, again, boulders, but like the size of a person's head. That's about how big they are. And they're slipping through the openings created by this little bits of pebbles and detritus that were falling before. So a whole slew of them come right down on top of you, and you try to dodge out of the way, but your foot slips or something on that on those pebbles. I don't know how you describe how you get hit in the head with some rocks. Would you like to do that?
Oh, I know. Okay, so I'm going to be trying to dodge out while also casting Shield of Faith, and the Shield of Faith distracts me, and one of the rocks I fell earlier, I just trip right over it.
Okay. So yeah, a bunch of them fall right on top of you, which not good. Doesn't feel good. I mean, I don't think it's not going to kill you outright, but we'll see. We'll roll some damage. You're going to take some damage from this, and we'll see what happens. You're sort of prone on the ground.
In this fight,
rocks fall, everybody dies. No,
yeah.
That's your punishment.
Rocks totally can outright kill players, by the way, if they're big enough.
Okay. Oh my god. Well, you only take 5 damage, thankfully.
Oh, really? Okay, never mind. I don't care.
Pretty, yeah.
That's not
okay.
That's not a problem for me.
So
really.
you don't get completely buried in rocks, so none of them hit you in any vital places. Just
I took a couple good bruises.
You get a couple good bruises and sort of stumble out of the partially collapsed passageway now. Now, it's only partially collapsed, but there is also a huge ogre that's wedged in the passageway. So this area here is impassable right now. So you'll have to move back I'm going to move you back just 1. Yeah. And then this is impassable here. And it sounds like there's maybe some more rumblings, almost like aftershocks that come after that. And you're maybe expecting something else is going to come right down on top of you. You wait an instant and nothing seems to be happening. That rumbling, sort of shifting, sort of fades away. And so, I'm going to draw a little thing here. Impassable right there. Okay. So next, rock check. Still admiring his kill. He's not helping right now. He's actually Morris. If you look, you see he leans down and sort of puts his paw, runs it over the band that the guy had on. When the teeth that were sort of like spontaneously bleeding out of nowhere before have stopped bleeding now. They seem to have, whatever was happening has worn away. Now, is this order right?
It should be top of the round now.
I think, yeah, it's where the round's over, yeah.
And I don't know if you rolled for top ogre.
I'm about to.
Didn't Sorthyn have a turn?
Yeah, I did my turn.
You moved your thing.
That was before I moved, though. Wasn't it?
That's true. Right, because the Masson just killed the ogre.
Oh yeah, so it would be my turn after rock check.
After rock check.
You're right. You're right. Go ahead.
All right.
No tight corridors. I can't shoot the enemy.
I'm gonna step up right there and shocking grasp that ogre.
All right.
That is the craziest looking formula I've ever seen.
I don't think that's right. Hold on.
What the hell is that?
No, just a standard.
You somehow got a 20 on a roll 1. That doesn't seem right. You rolled a 1, and you got 20.
I think
that's wrong.
Something is. It's 1d20 plus some. Oh no, the 1d4 is from his bless. You included your bless.
Oh yeah, I included the bless. That's why it's red, because the bless failed. It rolled.
You rolled a 13.
They got a 1. I see.
Okay, that makes far more sense now.
But what the hell is that floor, ceiling, and then a million
That
zeros?
is just the spell attack nonsense. Because literally all you do is drop down, select the attack stack, and that's all you do for spells.
Oh yeah, it's calculating the modifier. Because the modifier is calculated by -10 divided by 2.
That is some absolute nonsense.
Yeah, it's auto-generated, so it's a little wonky.
Nice 1 damage you got there.
Yep, I give him a little shock. And then
like a joy buzzer, like.
Psst. Psst. Yeah, that's basically what it comes out as.
I'm going to move back to there with the remainder of my movement.
Ooh.
Okay.
Dispel your.
And put the sphere right there.
Okay.
Just trap Ophelia.
Oh,
with you.
no.
So
Don't do
Ophelia's between an ogre and a flaming place
No,
right now.
no. Why?
I can't get it past you. I'm sorry.
No, I know, but I can pull him in the line of sight for
Oh,
down the hallway, but
Oh,
I'm gonna take fire damage.
well, you have good dexterity, Ophelia. You'll be okay.
Can she? It's
Yeah.
only if you end your turn in it, right?
correct.
In that area, so you can just move through it.
Yep.
You have to disengage.
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna
ogre
take
currently can't take reactions. Shocking grasp.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Wow. I never
that one
thought about that.
damage.
Oh, you're awesome. Thank you.
The one
Okay.
time that come. Wow, that's pretty cool.
This will work. My
So you
turn,
can
right?
stab him and leave.
No. Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
It'll be.
It is your turn.
It is your turn. Yes.
I don't know why I put you ahead of Morris. I guess it must have just done it randomly.
Okay, I'm gonna see if this works. I'm gonna move there.
And he's still reeling from the shocking grasp, so he can't swing at you.
And I'm gonna try to pull him towards me.
Ooh.
To try to get him in that spot just so he
So
can be
grapple
shot
check.
down the hall. It's
No,
a
it's
DC
strength
Has to take
14.
a strength.
Now, I don't
lightning
know.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a size requirement, does it?
No.
Okay,
I thought I
so
typed.
yeah, you get it around his ankle or something, and he was not expecting that at all. He's freaked out by it, for one. And you give it a little yank with as much strength as your. Well, it's not really based on your strength. It's more of a spell. So it sort of snaps back to you and snaps him forward. And he's surprised by how forceful it is, and it catches him completely off guard. He stumbles forward like that.
Yeah. And then I'm going to get back.
Skedaddle.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Looks
And
good.
And he
also
took the 6
takes
damage from that?
6.
What's the radius of it? 10 feet?
It pulls him
The
10
distance
feet.
is 10 feet, and then
Oh,
he
hold him
ended
that,
up
like
within
there.
5 feet. Yeah, that works.
Has a range of 15 feet and pulls him up to 10 feet on a failed strength saving throw.
Okay.
And then
Oh, it
since
does,
he
it does
ended,
damage.
it
Yeah,
ended
6
within 5 feet. Yeah.
So he takes
And then
6.
Dex save as well.
No, at the end of his turn.
Oh, I see. Okay. So.
Where are our light sources? Because
The
There's
flaming sphere is a giant light source.
that's
and there's
true.
torches in the middle of this room as well.
Oh, sort of like in here. Okay.
Mhm.
So it's like I remember it was like a glow coming from around here, but I wasn't sure how much of that. So okay.
That was torchlight. Yep.
All right.
It's
all
enough
right.
to light the center of the room and have very dim light at the edges, like around here.
Okay. Then, are you done, Ophelia?
Yep. Well, yeah.
Okay. Who knows what's over there?
Rock Shack probably does.
Yeah, you could ask him.
Hey, what's in the middle of this big blackness?
He won't know what you're talking about. Morris, your turn.
It is my turn. I mean, you guys seem like you got it up there. I'm gonna feel bad if I just say I shoot him again.
No, you're not stepping on anyone's toes just because you have super good bow skills. You're fine. You can move that hunter's mark on him.
Has it
And
been?
or is
How many
it in?
turns has it been? 'Cause I did
It's an hour. It lasts an hour, so it's basically for the
Is it
entire
an hour?
combat.
I thought it was a minute. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, I'll move it as a bonus action onto him. And shoot him. It feels so boring to say, but
No, you're doing fine.
that I don't know if I need this for the attack roll.
Nice. It was 1d. Oh yeah, you got him. You got him.
And then he's taking damage. So not great on the damage this time. It's a tough shot.
It is a tough shot, but your attack roll is high enough that you were able to make it, so that's good. You have sharpshooter anyway, so it doesn't matter how far away it is.
Cover.
It's pretty good. Okay. So he's going to take 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 4 is 14. Here, yeah. Looks good.
He's going to take 10.
Oh, yeah, that's not a damage thing. That's a...
No, just 10.
I thought the 1d4, I added the 1d4 to my damage.
Oh, no, that was for bless.
Yep. Gotcha.
And I will sort of turn to Rockshak and say, we're not done yet.
And his gaze snaps up to you over the dead body of this guy, and he sort of shakes his head and says,
Where? More ogre?
There's another one down at the end of this hall.
Oh, help. I help.
He looks like he's ready to go help. He's like hyped for it too.
Hype.
All right. Hyped. Masson.
Oh, the hype.
Shit.
Well, we're not going back that way. It's caved in. Sorry. Started limping myself up. How much movement do I have again?
Should have 30.
30? Oh yeah, I'm playing D&D, not Requiem. Requiem classes have all different types of movement.
Weird. I don't like things that are different.
So 30 would be 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll start clambering my way over these giant corpse things. Yeah.
You gonna help poor Rockshak?
I'll assist Rockjack in the clambing.
Okay. You can help him up. You see, he does have this, not exactly a gaping wound. Not a sucking chest wound. No, my favorite kind of chest wound, by the way. But he does have a gash along his side where he got struck by that battle axe.
Quick
He's
look
bleeding
at,
a little bit as he moves.
Does it look bad?
No, it looks bad, but your skill as a doctor tells you it's mostly superficial, thankfully.
Okay. I will leave that for the moment in case stuff gets worse.
Okay, yeah.
It's not the biggest deal right now.
All right, yeah, so Rockchick's just up there, I guess. That's fine. So next, this guy, he just took an arrow from out of nowhere, and he sees a giant, scary, flaming thing in front of him. So he's gonna back off. You hear lumbering as he disappears down the corridor. No, you can't see him. Well, actually, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay.
Is he squeezing through these corridors, or are these big enough for him?
He's squeezing through, except for this part.
Okay.
So he goes out of view. Now you guys can't see this part anyway, so I should hide it again on you. But I know you're going to come right around and just see it again. So whatever. Yeah, we don't need to be crazy here. Okay, so he just retreats. You hear him lumbering away. Actually, he would have been able to use his run, so he's fine. So a rock check. And so he makes, that's 3. So he's going to move past you. He's running past you, Morris, and with his spear at the ready, like he's ready to take on this ogre all by himself. Like he's all confident now. Sorthyn, what do you do?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. So you will see this be revealed. So there's another bend here. And you can't see anything around the corner this time. You can make a perception check to be sure, or maybe if you can hear something. All right, move that. Yeah, good idea.
Move that there. Then I'm going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20 until I can see again.
Okay.
Don't want to end up in like a wall or something.
Right. I thought you said you're going to dab. So
I'm going to dab right into the wall.
Here's the rest of my action to dab.
I know,
pretty fucking wild.
I know players that would do that.
So you see this. Oh, the ogre's right there.
Ah, crap!
You probably come to a skidding stop or something when this giant wall of flesh in front of you. And he looks like he's ready for you, too.
Stop running, you fat bastard! Also help me!
So you hear Sorthyn yelling, echoing, Ophelia, because it's your turn now, echoing down the corridor.
Oh, boy. So that's 5. And then, damn this fireball. Can I end my turn?
Yeah.
On
Normally, yeah. Oh, on it? Well, if you want to make a dex save.
Well,
for half damage.
Either way, I'm going to get hit by it.
Yeah,
I'm going to get close enough to interact.
Yeah, it's placed poorly at this point.
Usually it's up to the DM to create hazards for the players, but this time you're doing it by yourself, Sorthyn. So good job.
Hooray!
Yay.
Yeah, I'll stay there for now.
Okay. You feel the heat coming off this thing, warming your front.
I bet that feels nice in this spooky cave.
It's cozy. I need some marshmallows.
Morris, what's up?
I'm gonna check out his armband.
Sure, yeah. What do you want to just examine it or slip it off him, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull it off him.
Okay. So yeah, you pull it off him, and it is this sort of, I mean, it's an armband. It's lined sort of with fur. It's got 2 layers with fur in the middle of it, and the sort of outer bit of it is strips of leather woven together very tightly. And inside the weave are on opposite sides of the band are these 2 long teeth, like canine-looking teeth, woven into the leather and sort of embedded partially in the fur.
Interesting.
Yes, and it seems to have no trace of the blood that you saw dripping from it earlier. It seemed completely pristine.
Well, I will pop it in my pack.
Seems like a sensible thing.
Later examination, and then give him a once over. See if he's got any pouches or anything.
On his armor, he doesn't have anything. He's just wearing a loincloth and a breastplate. He's got that armband on and nothing else. He's got his battle axe. If that, it'd be a little rough for you to handle, though.
Man, I can't go carrying around a big old battle axe.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's it.
Okay. It could be Sorthyn.
Yeah, I'm just making up something random right there.
I can make random things up too.
Okay.
Ochi dochi. Next is Masson. Pardon me.
Yeah.
Null hatred. Bracelet of racism. Gives you an advantage fighting species you're racist against. Oh, that's a great idea. To get the benefits, you guys have to roleplay being horrible racists.
I can
sell
do
it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
The question is racist against what?
I mean, why would I have to roleplay? I'd just wear it and it'd be like, night and day for me. Normal every day.
Right. Normal everyday Morris would get some benefit out of Masson, what's up? Where are you moving to?
I am continuing my trek towards where everyone else is shambling off to for, I'd assume, more adventurous things. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you can dash as well.
6. Oh, I guess I can do that, huh?
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yay.
There you go. Rushing to the battle.
Also, my spiritual weapon is just snaking through the air behind me.
Yep.
Following me. In case that wasn't clear.
Very nice. Yep, that's about how it would do.
Sweet. Yay.
Yay. Now, someone who's not going to be saying yay on this next turn is going to be our friend Sorthyn.
Yes, because the guy's going to run away more.
No, this time it looks like he was ready for you. He's set up his, used his very meager intellect to set up an ambush for you. And swings a huge old great club at you. What is your AC, my friend?
A grand total of 13.
So he is going to catch you right in the armor, and you're going to feel the blow reverberate through your bones. That's how hard this hits you. Take 10 damage.
Oh.
You're fine, you big baby.
Mr. Most HP in the entire party. Okay. Rockcheck's turn. Masson, you see Rockcheck go flying by you as he raises the spear and finally breaks into a full sprint. He's going to be able to make it. Whoops. He's going to make it right up to Ophelia, and he's going to sort of run into the back of you, Ophelia, come skidding to a stop when he sees both you blocking his path partially and that flaming orb in front of him. He sort of skids to a stop and bumps into you, and he looks down at you and says,
"Oh, what you do? What that thing?"
Not me, Sorthyn.
Sorry!
Hopefully he'll do something about it.
Yeah, you just heard him take a nice body blow with a gigantic club, and then you hear him yell, "Sorry!" So he's...
I need to make a con save. Hold on.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, there you go.
Right, you took
It's
exactly
it's
10.
fine.
Yeah, you beat it. In spades. All right. So Archie's going to stop there, trying to figure out if it's safe to get past that thing and planning. Sorthyn, your turn.
I'm going to move the spear, or the sphere, not the spear, and ram it into Buddy over there.
All right. Dex save. All right, he takes the full damage. Nice. So hits him straight on. Huge scorch mark sort of sprouts across his chest.
All right, and then I'm going to dispel the spell.
Hooray.
And disengage, run away.
Okay.
That hurts!
Alrighty. Ophelia, your turn.
Alright. We'll move up there and Booming Blade. That's
All right. Remember, you still get the 1d4. I think we have, I've been tracking it. There's 5 rounds left of it. It'll last a long time. Roll that 1d4. Let's see. Oh, nicely done. You hit him.
Yay!
Very
And
good.
so Booming Blade doesn't affect any. He'll take more damage if he tries to run.
Right, very good.
And well,
Oh, you want to do something?
I've been wondering when to action surge, but I don't know. Yeah, sure, I'll action surge and attack again.
Oh, okay. Nice. No need to roll the extra one on that one. So you'll do some more damage to him. Fairly mundane swipes at him. You catch him You catch him full on, though, so you did some definite damage to him, you can tell. Now, Morris, examining this thing, what's up now with you?
Well, I popped it in my bag, and I'm gonna
saunter over.
Yeah, no rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just hang out with Masson. Not
Good.
running or anything, just
Right.
walking along.
Well, this is all sort of in motion, so Masson would be running at that time.
Right. I'll sort of follow with him. Jog along.
1,
Jog along.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's up, guys? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I come to aid. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Reinforcements have arrived.
Just as you say that, the ogre swings right down at Ophelia.
That's why I'm
And
here.
what's your AC again, Ophelia?
17.
Oh, good. You just barely dodge out of the way. Like it lands like an inch in front of where you took a quick step back and slams into the ground. You even feel it like reverberate. And you see above you a couple little pebbles fall from the ceiling. So that's what happens there. Oh, you're lucky you didn't get hit by this one. This would have done a lot of damage. Okay, rock check now. He is gonna rush past Masson, and he yells,
Rock check. Help.
and she goes and stabs right at the ogre. He does not seem to be scared in the slightest. He just pushes past you, Masson, charges, and stabs that ogre. And he hits him, too.
The real power was inside him all along.
That's right. He just needed to believe in himself and the power of friendship. Thanks. Next campaign, we'll learn about saving the environment. But anyway.
So don't play a fire wizard.
Oh no, you can play a fire wizard. Just don't do it in any place with dry kindling, and make sure you inform the park rangers before you do.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play a radiation wizard.
Oh God. Gamma, alpha, or beta?
All of the above,
Gamma.
man. Oh, gamma. Okay. Gamma specialization. All right, Sorthyn, your turn.
Gamma world.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I'm going to reload my crossbow since I haven't done that yet. And then shoot him in the face.
All right.
Or attempt.
Is reloading a...
Reloading is a bonus action.
Oh, good.
Yep, crossbows get 1 dice size bigger at the cost of the reloading trait.
Unless you take the
Crossbow expert.
broken ass feat, which I was originally going to and decided not to.
Nah,
It's
yeah,
so
your bow
good.
is cooler. Oh, it's too good, you thought?
Well, you ignore the loading property.
You
Being
ignore-
within reach does not impose disadvantage. And when you attack with a one-handed weapon, you can use a bonus action to attack with a hand crossbow. So if you attack with one hand crossbow, you can attack with the you can dual wield crossbows.
Sick. That's pretty sick.
And then since you ignore loading, you don't have to bother with loading them.
Yeah, you
So,
ignore
like,
the loading
it's
property so you don't have to use
ridiculous.
bonus actions.
Diablo Demon Hunter?
Yeah, you will be
Essentially.
a Diablo Demon Hunter.
Nice.
Sounds pretty good. I like your sharpshooter, though, more. It has cooler flavor to it.
Yes.
Although dual-wielding crossbows, I mean, let's be fair. That's pretty darn cool. So you thwick him just like in the thigh or something. Doesn't seem to do a lot of damage, but you're hitting him at least.
Mm-hmm.
Sorthyn is helping. Here's the whole brigade over here.
Noah runs in, I'm helping! Sorcerer runs in, I'm helping!
And now
Everybody is
Masson can't
helping.
help. Although he
So
could
I used 20,
probably
so
use
25,
his-
30. I'll back out again.
What do you mean I can't help? I'm magical, bitch.
But you can't see him from where you were.
Yeah, you're
Nah,
blocked.
But now
magical,
you can.
motherfucker.
Just gonna
Okay.
swap in and out of that one spot.
I'm just gonna reach my scythe
That's-
around and just poke around the corner.
Yeah, that's how you do in those tactics
I
games where you get
don't-
attack and move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dude, it makes so much sense.
All right. Attack, Ophelia. Another swipe.
Yeah, it's my turn. Yeah.
Getting hit
Yeah,
with a lot of pinpricks right now.
with booming blade, in case he tries to run.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. You try to get him, but you must have hit him at a bad angle because it's thick. Actually, roll 1d4. Okay. Yep. So you try to hit him, but you do not manage it. You must have hit him at a bad angle because your sword almost sort of gets stuck on his thick, sort of almost callus-like skin, and doesn't manage to penetrate for that blow. So you do not hit him in this one. Morris, what's up?
It's gonna mosey on up a little bit.
All right. Oh, we gotta decrement the. There you go. Maston's gonna get to go on this guy with his special weapon here too. All right, still moseying. Okay.
Still moseying. Not even gonna bother running.
So, just for reference, can I fit up there?
Yes, you can. That's
I
the free
can't fit
space
there.
for you. Yep.
Okay, so I will go up there. I'm going to start off with a Sacred Flame. Which is nice and effective against ogres usually because their dexterity sucks. Oh, nice.
Very good. Okay, yeah, you managed to hit him with that. The spell blasts up against him, and he stumbles back with the arcane force of it. He'll take a decent amount of damage. It looks like he's getting close to his last legs. He's taking a lot here.
Oh, time
Let's see
to
what you're.
swipe his legs out from underneath him. Another max damage. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, so this is gonna take him out. Describe how you want to finish him off with your spiritual weapon.
Fucking wrap around garrote wire.
All right, yeah, just go for it. He goes down, choking and struggling.
Oh no, full garrote wire. I mean, it wraps
Okay.
around his neck and closes, and his head just rolls off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So as that's happening, again, he's struggling and he swings wildly at Ophelia.
Yay.
Oh.
Don't worry, you have a cleric with you. It's all okay. A cleric that kills everything.
Well, how much health do you have, Ophelia?
21.
Oh, okay. Yeah, take 12 damage. He swings and hits you real hard on the way down. You're okay. You'll be okay.
I got you covered.
And after that final swing, the Geralt finishes his work, and it finally gets too far in for him to even properly move around in this horrible coughing, sputtering roar. His head gets knocked right off, and he collapses to the ground. This time, I won't make you make a dex save. Ophelia. He does not collapse on top. He does whack you on the way down. But in any case, all right.
We did it.
This ogre is dead, and you have to, get over his body to explore the rest of this place. Yeah, do some clambering. But yeah, and that's you're done, and you hear Matt Rockcheck let out this really loud howling noise, like a gnoll victory cry. You presume.
Victory
seems
screech.
Exactly. Victory screech. It sounds more like a howl, like a scratchy howl. All right. This will conclude the combat. I need a break of just. We only have less than an hour left, so I'm just going to take a 5-minute break. Guys, you guys can think about what you're going to do. Let me know when I come back. I'm just going to take a bathroom break and I'll be right back.
That magical nonsense.
So I'll be back too.
Okay.
Yep, I'm going to leave as well.
Okay. Be back in like 5, guys.
I will hold the line.
All right. I don't know who else is here, but I am back as of now.
I am back.
Okay, very nice.
I have remained.
Not returned.
No.
Just remained.
I continue.
Hang on, let me mute myself so you don't hear me typing.
Clack, 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 clack. I'll fill in so no one misses it.
Okay. Typing has concluded.
Very nice.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, yes.
That was a noise.
Hmm. Okay. Is everybody back?
I don't know about Ophelia.
Okay. Say no if you're not here.
Must be everyone.
Jesus. Well, must mean everyone's here. Nobody said no.
I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, hello. It's okay. We're good. Everything is good. Fine and good, even.
I mean, are you sure?
I think so. Maybe Sorthyn's missing, though. Hmm. I see Zombie, see narrating things in the other Discord.
They called it.
They did. Yeah, I'm getting shit on by these crits. That's okay. I'm rooting for you guys to not get killed horribly anyway, so
At least
it's
not
okay for me.
immediately.
Yes. Well, maybe eventually. It depends on what happens, but I'd rather you guys not get killed horribly, but also still be challenged. You know? Sorthyn, are you back yet, buddy? Oh.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Hey, there you go.
The dogs needed to get washed because they were super muddy. It took a little longer than expected.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Gotta wash the dogs. That's what I always say.
Is that what you always say?
Constantly. Nigh constantly.
Just like he says, universal
Shit bullshit
whatever.
or something.
Whatever the hell you called it.
Universal shitty bullshit. Yeah, something like that. I can't remember exactly what I said. Which is odd because I supposedly say it a lot, but whatever.
Says you.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, what do you guys want to do? Explore the rest, or?
Let's scooch past this ogre.
All right, you can scooch. Scooch
Scooching.
past him.
Commence scooching.
And at this point, I will go ahead and light a torch, so I also have a light.
There you go. And you will see this.
Oh
There's
no, the
another
ogre is
bend.
above me.
So yeah. Is that? See, I'm getting fast at this now.
Yeah.
Oops, a little bit of a. Oops, nothing yet. It's just winding around. Then you get over here. You see, oh hey, things are connected. And then you see in here, this little room to the side here. That is, basically just it's got a couple of boxes like busted up crates in there and that kind of thing. But sort of scattered on the ground in these little haphazard piles is you see a bunch of gold coins, and besides that, there's some other like crap in here, like rusted bits of metal, like pieces of weapons or something that maybe were scavenged and no good. But yeah, there's some gold coins just sort of strewed on the floor, and also a silver locket in the shape of a heart sitting on top of it, sort of on top of the pile. So this is presumably the gnoll bank or something, or maybe this belongs to the ogres. As you look upon this, rock check sort of comes behind you and says,
we find no treasure. It looks the same, but this.
He reaches down, sort of brushes past it, reaches down, looks at the silver heart-shaped locket. He lifts it up, sort of swings it around, like spins it around, and says,
this is new.
And he reaches over and for a second he doesn't seem like he knows what to do with it, but then he thrusts it into Sorthyn's hands and says,
Here, take.
Oh, okay.
and he sits there and he looks at you and sort of expectantly, like Like he's waiting for some more response than just okay.
I will furrow my eyebrows at him and try to determine if it's magical or not.
Furrow your eyebrows at him.
At the locket, sorry.
Oh.
So looks like I'm thinking deeply about it or something.
Okay. You can make an Arcana check. You are quite confident it is just mundane.
If I was a rogue, all of the shit I'd try to pull off right now.
Oh.
We'll just leave the gnolls there. Trinkets, it's fine.
Yeah.
I will put on the locket and be like, "Oh, it's so good."
Rockchick seems satisfied by her answer, but he sees Masson walk off, and he sees how are Ophelia and Morris looking right now?
I'm looking like I kind of want to get out of this awful cave.
Okay.
I'm gonna go pick up that battle axe because I don't know. It sounded nice.
I'll scooch this way so I can like keep an eye towards the opening.
I am searching ogre corpses.
And I will give Rockcheck another pat on the back. Good job.
He gives a little growl of assent of satisfaction. But then when he sees you walk away, he sort of looks a little sad, and he looks back at the treasure, and he looks back at you and says, at you as you walk away, Morris, and says,
Wait. Is it fair to save gnolls and not get paid?
Our payment is that we have an agreement that we get our camp back and we don't have to fight your chieftain. So I think that's fair enough.
But you not want no treasure?
It's your treasure.
He thinks for a second. He says,
"You helped us. Why would we take your treasure?"
Rockjack take some. Knows this no treasure, but then ogre treasure. Now our treasure.
Give him a little chuckle. And like, I'm gonna go keep watch over here.
So he seems to be saying that it doesn't just belong to the gnolls anymore. It should belong to Rockcheck and you guys. What he seems to be thinking about.
Well, it belonged to the ogres, right? So it's not the gnoll treasure; it's the ogre treasure. That's what it sounds like he's saying.
Well, he's saying now it is our treasure.
Now it is our treasure.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Well, it's up to him. I got my treasure already.
So he's sitting there sort of, so you're picking up the coins and counting them. Rockcheck sits down on the ground and actually starts to count the coins himself as well. But it seems like he's not actually counting them, he's just mimicking what you're doing because he can't actually count, Sorthyn. So he's just picking through the coins, looking at it for a second and putting it aside and just sort of watching.
Oh. Did my sound cut out?
Nope. I can still hear you.
Okay. You kind of cut off halfway through your description there.
Oh, sorry. So he does,
pretending to count.
Right, exactly. Like he's doing it just to have time to think or something, perhaps. But anyway, what do the rest of you do? Ophelia's checking out the battle axe. This is a little big for you. This is like, I mean, this guy's big, and this was a battle axe obviously made for someone much larger than yourself. It'd be very difficult for you to wield, but you can maybe take it as spoils of war.
Yeah, is it a good size for birthday, maybe?
Oh, that's possible. That's possible. It does look bigger than a normal human's axe, but maybe he can do something with it. If you don't mind carrying it all the way back to the cave, to the dig site.
Do my best.
Okay.
Between the four of us, we can probably haul it.
Yeah.
And yeah, anything left on the other ogres? There was the first one we killed, and then the cannon one.
Nope, the ogres don't have anything. In this room where you're at, It's just looks like a bunch of straw bedding, like straws laid all over the place, sort of. Actually, hang on. Over in this sort of round area here and over here. It looks like just like a straw carpet almost, sort of like a living area, but there's not really evidence of anyone, any sort of civilization going here. It looks like a way or stuff was busted up in here because we see little splinters, wood and other stuff. But beyond that, you can't find anything worthy of taking. I mean, you got these clubs and the cannon, of course, but I think the gnolls will probably.
Speaking of the cannon, did we ever see any like ammunition or barrels of gunpowder or anything lying around?
That's a good point. Actually, over here, among everything else, that's also a pile of cannonballs and 2 kegs of gunpowder. They're stored over here.
Okay.
Yeah, you moved it. It's a good thing you didn't move this.
Yeah, it just kind of went straight up the middle, didn't go
Right.
into that side room.
Okay. The only other thing I want to look for is a chance of like a connecting cave back to our main cave system, but I don't really know how to look for that.
Oh, it would just be an investigation. You'd tell me like how you're. If you have any idea, like maybe there's some hidden passage that you.
Yeah, can I investigate? Yeah, the walls, I guess, to see if there's any hidden exits.
Sure, it'll take you about an hour to do everything
Mm.
carefully.
Is the entirety of the cave system just the rocks? Like none of it is an actual underground cave system?
And none of the not all this is like none of this actually dips into actual caves or tunnels. This is its own sort of little structure in here, this sort of vein of empty space between pile of rubble.
Yeah, don't know if it'd be worth it then.
So while you guys are doing that, Rockcheck has been counting next to you, quote unquote, counting next to you, Sorthyn, and after he says, he looks over you and says,
How much you count?
How much did I count? I guess I should say.
Yeah, I know. I realized right after I got a roll for it.
6,000 gold and 21 silver.
He's really bad at counting.
All right, there is you counted 102 gold pieces on the floor. So that's like
what he was pretending to count.
Yes, yeah. So that's what you counted. So Rockcheck was checking his math with you. So he says, so you tell him how much you counted.
Yeah.
And he nods and says,
Oh, yes, that many.
What is before 112?
12.
Very good, Rockcheck.
Yes. Okay, so then, would gnolls be mad if we take gold?
I mean, we can always test that theory, and I put it in my backpack.
Yeah, by the way, you've noticed as you're counting this gold that it's covered in like animal fat or grease of some kind.
Oh.
It's a little grody. Rockcheck apparently doesn't care.
I will pile it all in a little corner and prestidigitation all the grease and crap off.
There you go.
Shiny.
So now it's shiny gold.
And then I will deposit it in my backpack.
Okay.
Is there anything in the crates, or was it all worthless junk?
Just worthless scraps.
Alright.
Yeah, on that.
So, Rockcheck, what do you guys say we look at this cannon?
Yes, no weapon.
Yes, the gnoll weapon. I walk back and grab a cannonball and start rolling a barrel of gunpowder over to the cannon.
Oh, what you do?
We gotta clear the passageway.
I'm just gonna go ahead and head out to the nice sun and fresh air before they start firing this cannon.
I just want to
perilous
fire the
cave
cannon.
system.
Okay, you can fire the cannon to clear the passageway.
Yeah, I want to fire if everyone else is okay with it.
I think I'm gonna exit too.
I am looting corpses. That's what I've been doing this whole time. Investigating this guy, then that guy.
Yeah, those ogres do not have anything of worth on them. It's just, crappy hand wraps and loincloths and stuff.
And was the thing that seemed to be bleeding on the half giant, was that the axe, or do you have something else on his arm?
That was the
That is
armband
gone.
that is in Morris's backpack.
Morris got that one. Gotcha. Okay, then I'll probably be waiting outside with the rest of them while you guys play.
Play with the
Besieged.
cannon.
Yeah, play Besieged.
I'm gonna try to line it up and aim it so that it hits that ogre in the passageway right there. See what happens. As I've never seen a cannon before, so I'm gonna stick the try to load it intelligently at least. Never seen one.
Okay, hang on.
This should be good.
Let's see. What kind of check should I have you make for this?
This is testing for that shield wall that I'm really angry at.
Oh, I see. Okay. I think, how about just make a straight wisdom check? Because you don't know anything about cannons, right, sir? Oh my god.
I double crit?
Wow.
What?
Nice way to top off the night.
Tonight.
Yeah, you feel like you just have this intuition for exactly how this thing works. Like you look at it and you're like, this can't be that complicated, right? So you find the spot where the gunpowder goes, you're like, the gunpowder sets on fire, explosion shoots the ball out. It's not hard. So you roll the ball in and push it down. There's a thing for that over there as well that you can grab.
Right.
Push it down, you can load it, and Rockcheck is fascinated. He's standing next to you watching you do this.
I will light up a torch and hand it to him and say, do you want to do the honors?
And he says,
Rockchuck never use no weapon.
Yes, and you will be no boss if you use no weapon, maybe.
No, they not let me, but one time use weapon is good. Yes.
Yes.
So he sidesteps over.
And I will step back. Actually, I will step back here, stand on the body, and watch.
Okay.
And I'm not there.
Yeah, you guys are all outside, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Alright.
please.
People laughing at me. So the cannon counts sort of, it gets set off, and this thing fires a cannonball and clear through the rubble. Huge bang, huge shaking. This dust cloud gets shot up, and there's this sort of squelching thud that you can maybe barely hear because there's a sound of like this echo is so loud in here, firing the cannon inside. It's like,
it hurts.
I mean, your ears are ringing. It really hurts, yeah. But it seems to fly right through that rubble, which was thick enough to impede you, but certainly not to apparently impede a cannonball. And then glances off the ogre of some case, and you hear another couple whack, wham, wham, as it's probably bouncing off of spending the last of its energy bouncing off rocky walls. And there's just a huge dust cloud that is emerging from both directions, from this direction and this direction. You guys outside, you hear all this, multiple bangs and slams and shaking, and then you also see this dust cloud emerge out from the entrance. You don't know what happened. You just see a bunch of dust coming out. Sorthyn, the dust is coming for you. It seems like you can't even hardly see past.
The dust is coming for you.
Right. Certainly not. That's a tagline to an next adventure. So yeah, maybe it worked. Maybe it is about to collapse the whole thing, but we'll have to investigate that.
Yelling at Rockcheck, I think it worked!
And he says,
What say?
What?
What?
Ringing in your ear.
I feel upside my ear and there's blood dripping down.
Oh my god, yeah, maybe.
No ear protection versus cannon.
Yeah, exactly. You need some warding spells versus that. Alright, so I'll clear this thing away. This is clear. This guy is, well, he's certainly not all there anymore. It's probably just a, chunk of him just gored out of by the cannonball, so.
Alright, I will begin going down the passageway, seeing if it's like walkable.
Yeah, there's a bunch of debris scattered about, obviously, but it's not blocked like it was.
Cool. I'm gonna go and look for that cannonball.
Okay, make an investigation. Okay, you spend a little while looking around, and you can't find it. You don't know where it went. It probably bounced all over the place, or went into the wall, or something, or maybe it even shattered. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Unable to find it.
All right, Rockshack, let's go. I don't think we can get the cannon out.
And so he sort of shrugs, and his hearing seems to have come back, so he runs up to follow you, clutching his spear, leaving behind many corpses in his den here. So that'll be it. You guys leave the enclosure, or the den here, and you'll merge back out into the nice sunshine with the rest of them. And you three are probably waiting with bated breath at this point to see if anyone even comes out of that place.
just like a look of absolute disappointment.
As soon as you see them both running out.
I'm yeah. Up until then, I'm probably, inspecting Ophelia for any wounds and whatnot.
I'm probably just slow clapping.
All right. So, does anyone need immediate medical attention?
Rockjack raises his hands and says, Rockjack!
All right. One rock check. Anyone else?
I took a little damage, but I should be fine unless the gnolls decide to go shiesty on our deal.
Yeah, same here.
I am perfectly okay.
Morris is more unscathed than anything. Make sure you add back half your arrows, Morris, by the way, if you haven't done already.
Yes. Where am I?
By the way, that cannon works great. I need to use that on that force wall.
Do we want to take it with us? It'll be a really good way to tell the gnoll later that we cleared his cave.
No, that is a good point.
But I don't know how we're going to get it back.
Really?
It would take a while, right?
And Rockjack hears you talking and thinks he understands what you're talking about and shakes his head and says,
No, weapon must stay with gnolls. Treasure belong to us, but weapon too important.
We just need to borrow it.
Big trouble.
All right, Rockshack, do you want to go collect the head of that leader?
And he perks up immediately, like he didn't even think of that, but he nods rapidly and dashes back into the cave.
Right after I heal him 8 points.
Yep, he heal him 8 points.
I guess what I want to do is heal the GM. That's always a good idea.
Did you heal Ophelia first?
She said she was fine for the moment.
I mean, if you want to throw something my way, sure, but
She's got a second wind or whatever. It's fine.
yeah.
I've only got how far is it back to our cave?
Hour or so's walk.
Okay. I only have so many spells left.
Yeah,
I
don't worry about it
say
then.
we're fine. I'm actually gonna walk over to the tomb and cast comprehend language and see if it actually does say the monster phrase.
The monster phrase?
Yeah,
What-
whatever it was, like
Don't.
open no
monster
monster inside or something.
Oh. Yeah, it's going to take you a little while, remember, to get it. It's not, it seems like it's one phrase over and over again, so it's not a thing, but it's still about the size of one of the first inscriptions, so it would take you a while
Oh.
if you want to do
Write
that.
it down, couldn't we?
Yeah,
Bring it back with
I'll
us?
pull out
Good
parchment
idea.
and charcoal or something and the engravings. I'll make the pattern on the paper, however, what it's called.
Yeah, a rubbing.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll get a rubbing.
Good idea.
Good idea,
Who
Ophelia.
said that? Yeah. So you don't need to cast comprehend languages right now.
Yep, no.
Okay.
You could identify the bracelet that was on the thingy.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Morris, you want to toss that over here?
I'll hand it to him.
It doesn't toss it.
Oh. I will cast Identify on it.
Okay. So cast identify. I just want to see the description of the spell. Make sure I'm not forgetting any details that I need to give you. All right.
And we also have those Tandy wands. Actually, I'm going to pull out one of the Tandy wands and twin cast it on both the thing and the Tandy wand and the bracelet.
I completely forgot we even had those things.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to figure out how to use them, and I just remembered Identify would fix that.
Okay. So So the first bracelet. All right. So you get to learn everything about it.
Yep.
Great.
And since I'm twinning it, I get to do it on 2 objects, and that uses my last sorcery point.
Oh, okay. So use your last sorcery point. I need to note this down.
I have it marked down on my character sheet, if that matters.
Okay. Yep, but I'm keeping track of things too. Okay, so this is called a bloodlust band, and this is particularly it is enchanted specifically by the teeth that are sewn into it. In this case, there are 2 gnoll teeth, gnoll canine teeth sewn into it, and that means it has 2 charges. So you have to wear it to get the benefits, but what you can do is expend a charge as a bonus action to go into sort of like a sort of temporary bloodlust state. So that'll give you minor increase to your combat abilities. However, if you don't deal at least a certain amount of damage to an enemy before your next turn, the effect will fade and you'll have to use another charge to activate it. However, you can activate the effect without spending a charge if there are gnolls within 30 feet. And you can regain the charges after a long.
Interesting.
Neat.
So that may have been what this guy was using to fight the gnolls and was helping him out somehow. He had some sort of hatred of gnolls, so he either found this or got it made. We don't know much about that fella. You killed him. But we could learn his complicated back.
We learned
didn't.
more of the names of the random ogres than we learned his name.
That's
very
right.
true.
You won't. I write 7 pages of backstory for this guy. No, just kidding.
His children will never know where Daddy went.
Right, exactly. This guy, went out for a pack of Tandy wands and never came back to his family.
All right, and then one of the 2 Tandy wands, I also twinned it onto one of them. I don't know which one does which, so.
Okay.
One was poison spray and one was dancing lights. That's all I know.
Yep. Okay, so the let me see. I need to roll something. Okay, so the one you get is poison spray. So this one, this casts poison spray, and it has 3 charges, and it regains them at the end of the day, like at the dawn of a new day, and it just lets you cast poison spray. However, there's also, because you remember, it's what they look like. They're this long, thin shaft of wood, like a wand you'd expect, with a tiny little gem, like a reddish gem imbued at the top of it, sort of like a ruby, sort of. And you detect that this ruby on top of it has some sort of other magic going on. Like, hang on, what school is this going to be? Is there a quick list of the schools of magic? I want to make sure I save
Aberration, enchantment, conjuration, evocation, enchantment, and illusion.
Okay. Yeah, it's just enchantment. But this has a completely separate enchantment spell on it somehow. And this is it's almost like you get the impression that there's no specifics.
Divination.
Oh yeah, what's that? Well, what was the other school you said?
Divination.
It's enchantment. Okay, yeah, it's enchantment. But it has some other vague, undefined magic. Like, it doesn't spell, but this has some different sort of magic associated with it. But it doesn't seem to have anything to do with the function of the wand. So like this extra part, but you don't know what it does.
Oh, more mystery.
Yeah.
More mystery gems of red color. Oh no!
I know. I gotta pick another color for all my mystery.
Hot pink is the next color. Calling it now.
Okay, yeah, it could be.
Is the gem only on that one wand? Does the other wand have a gem?
It's on both of them.
Oh.
Now I'm curious.
Hoping.
I'm gonna cast Identify on the other wand. Actually, no, I'll wait to do that until we get back to camp.
Okay. So yeah, note that down too. This has 3 charges per day, and they regain. You just cast poison spray with it.
How to activate them?
Yeah, we didn't know how to activate it.
Oh yeah. So this one, this poison spray wand. I should have come up with this table beforehand. I had an idea for a table, but I have to finish the table first. So I'll just make one up. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, this one you have to cast the poison spray from this wand, and again, you know this is weird, a very weird requirement. Wands don't generally work this way. So you have to spin it in a half circle, going from top to bottom, and say Pixawazzy, and then it will cast it. And this is like, you're like, wow, what? Why did someone make it like this? It sounds just almost cringeworthy to your head. Pixawazzy.
Probably some gnome.
Probably some weird gnome, yeah. In his basement.
The name of the gnome that invented it.
Wow, I actually almost spelled that correctly.
Yeah. All right. Anything else before we leave this wonderful vista with the waterfall? Oh yeah, Rockcheck comes running out
with
a severed head. All right, with the severed head of that guy. You got the guy with the 7 children we'll never find out about. And yeah, so he comes up running it. He's just happy as can be. He says,
"This time, I really ogre slayer."
Yes, you slayed that ogre.
Yes.
And he seems satisfied with himself. Like, he seems, for the first time, maybe he's actually a little proud instead of just sort of beaten down and meek like he had been.
I think it was a giant. So you're a giant slayer.
No, that wasn't a giant. That was a guy that looks like an ogre. Sort of like messed up for some reason, like partially humanoid, maybe.
It's like a half giant.
It could be something like that. In any case, and he just killed Hagrid.
Oh.
He was racist.
Yeah, that's right. He was racist against gnolls.
Yeah, who wants this bloodless band? And I would explain how to use it before Rockcheck came back.
Wow.
I certainly will make use of it.
What was the benefit from it again?
You enter a bloodless state, which does something.
Gives you a boost to your combat ability as well. But if you don't deal, and I'll just give you the amount. If you don't deal at least 9 damage to an enemy with a melee weapon before you activate it next time, you have to. Before the end of your turn, you'll have to reactivate it by spending another charge, which is a bonus action.
But so it has to be melee weapon.
Yes, it has to be a melee weapon.
I guess.
Dang, I can't stack more bonuses.
And what
I
does
will-
the
arrows bleed?
Oh yeah, the bloodless state just helps you combat-wise.
Right, but you can activate it for free if there
Is a gnoll nearby.
Right, and
Chain
hey,
Rockjack
Rockjack,
to you.
Rockjack, you're coming with us.
Yeah, sure, I'll take it.
I mean, she's the only one that's. Might as well.
It doesn't require attunement or anything. So you can just have it.
Regularly melee.
Is there any like negatives to being in a bloodlust? She doesn't have to like make will saves or anything.
I don't know. You'll have to try it out.
Oh no.
Test it out right now. There's a gnoll nearby.
Oh no! Oh no!
What would I attack though?
Maybe not.
You don't...
Maybe we'll wait till we can be at camp.
Yeah, let's do that.
In case the gnoll leader gives us trouble,
Yeah.
or if he's been a dick to all of our friends.
Yes.
Even better so.
So
Okay.
let's start heading back. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys will head back. You want to pass. How do you want to do this? So first thing, you can pass through the gnoll camp, or you can just say screw that to them and just head straight back to your.
The leader was back at our camp, right?
Yes.
Let's go pick up
he's
the
hanging out
lieutenant
there.
at least.
Well,
Probably should at least.
Should
eh,
we? I'd be
Should
fine with
we?
going straight back to the
I'm
camp.
fine going straight back to our camp.
Okay, yeah, let's just do that then.
All right, sounds like a good idea. So, you guys,
Bring Rockjack, and he's happily carrying the severed head.
yeah, he's got a tight grip on the hair. It's just swinging like a sort of bizarre Christmas ornament or something from his grip. And you guys will head back to camp, and it's fairly late in the day now. It's probably late afternoon. It's not like the sun's setting or anything, but you can tell it's getting late in the day. The sun's getting a bit lower in the sky. And by the time you get back to the camp, it'll be. So is that the right timeline? I'm trying to think. That seems right
We left
to me.
about 3 or 4 in the afternoon from our camp originally.
Oh, okay. So actually, it's actually setting.
Yeah, because it was about an hour, and
Yep.
then we did all this, and then it'll be about like an hour back, right?
Yep, that's correct. So good. You guys will head back to the campsite. All right. And as you, let's see, where's this guy? This guy's no longer. I think that was the right. Yeah, that was the right guy. So you come back to the campsite, and it seems like the. So the first thing you notice here, which
We walked out of
Come
camp
in.
the left side, right? Right over there?
Yeah, to the west. Yeah, so the first thing you notice coming from the west is that your little trap there has been cut down. So that's no longer there. You don't know what they did with that. That's not there.
Bastards.
You see, yeah, from afar you've seen that it seems like there's a couple fires rising, like just campfires, but more than usual. So obviously it would be an indicator that there's multiple people there, which is to be expected. And you hear sort of this raucous gnoll conversation arising sort of from the middle of the camp.
I cast comprehend language.
Okay. Yeah, so they're just talking to each other about you hear them talking about gnoll victory and they're probably all dead
The
and
fuck
that kind of
do you
thing.
know?
And
Got lucky there.
and so you guys come up on them, and then you see as you approach the campsite that it's just strewn with like garbage. Like literally in the hours you left, they somehow managed to like put a bunch of garbage and junk all over the place. They had multiple fires. There's like scorched spot to the north, like where they tried to start a fire and like maybe decided they didn't want to do there or they moved or something. And there's a huge pile of gnoll dung over to heating themselves since then. And the camp is for such a relatively small amount of time, it's in a pretty impressive state of disarray. And you see Birthday sitting sort of Indian style out in the middle of the camp with his arms crossed, sitting cross-legged, and there's a gnoll like sort of punching him in the shoulder playfully, like trying to get him to get up. And he's saying to him in gnoll, sort of you can understand, like, hey, come on, spar, fight me, fight me, fight me. He keeps telling him to fight him or something.
All right.
And yeah, everyone looks pretty miserable. Like Harriet, the academics, Birthday is just looking straight ahead, not paying attention to this gnoll. And the academics look miserable. And you see Henri actually has a black eye that he's
Oh,
holding.
we have to kill them all now.
I'm sure he deserves
I'll
that.
I'll just noisily like kick my way,
Okay.
my way into camp.
I'm gonna be
kicking
like,
your way through the garbage.
the one who's playfully punching Birthday, I'm gonna be like, shouldn't do that. You're fucking with an ogre killer over there.
And then who's what you say that to the gnoll?
To the gnoll, yeah.
Yeah. And he says, and the gnoll just taken aback, and he looks offended. And he says,
I kill many gnolls. Many gnolls, many ogres. I kill many things. Don't threaten me. You want to fight? You fight. Fight me now. Spar, fight me.
he starts telling you to fight him now. He gets into a whole like frenzy, like he's jumping up and down and like laughing and yelling, fight me, over and over.
I will ignore him, turn back towards Rock Shack, bow gracefully, and be like, behold the Ogre Slayer.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna copy his.
Also, can we have like some type of notation on Rock Check in case this goes awry?
Yeah, I'm copying him over from the other
Okay.
thing now. Wait, did I move you guys somewhere? Oh, I moved you guys. I didn't mean to move you guys to the den. Where is he? Does it copy over? Yes,
He is.
it works. It's working. Can you see his name? Let's see, man. Can we get here? There we go.
I don't see any names.
There it is.
Nope.
See it now?
Nope.
No.
Just put a little icon on him.
Hang on. There we go. See it now?
Oh, there we
There
go.
it
Yep.
is.
There we go.
That's rock check. Oh, my thing got screwed up. Everything got shifted over.
Oh yeah.
It happened. Hang on, I gotta. Well, actually, we're at a good spot to stop right now.
Good.
I'm
Thanks,
gonna
Bob.
say we'll see. Hope you guys had fun tonight, killing a bunch of ogres and
Mhm.
and a racist.
Yeah.
No, racist
Having
against
our
someone.
our Critapalooza.
Yes, exactly. I think you got what 8 or 9.
I'm gonna go through and
So-
count. It was ridiculous.
Are we gonna count his double crit at the end there?
I'd count that as 2 because that's pretty insane. But in any case, no problems. We'll have some new challenges, interesting challenges coming up for you guys next time.
Good.
So great. I hope everybody had fun as usual. And any questions, comments, concerns before we head out for the night?
No, I think we're good.
Yep, it was 9 crits.
I can't speak for them.
9 crits, great.
Jeez.
Well, very good job. Yeah, so
Thanks. I'm
yeah,
not
we'll
gonna
see
be
you
here
next week.
next. I'm not gonna be here next week, right?
That's right.
That's
Okay.
right.
Oh no! If we get into the cave next week, you're gonna miss it.
Oh no.
Well,
I mean, I could bring my headphones and
listen.
maybe
Oh,
play.
that would be
It's
awkward. Do you
Oh.
want to maybe do a side thing next week instead? Like a one shot? I don't know. I do things kind of slow, so we might not have time even to do a one shot. If we do
So,
like a random thing.
the other thing is that tomorrow night might turn into combat with a crap load of gnolls.
That's another possibility, yeah.
Yeah. So, because he snappers, we're going, all hands on deck.
What?
what?
Sure.
He said all hands on deck.
Oh yeah.
See?
I thought he said something else.
Translating stupid.
Comprehend language.
Oh yeah, you're right. Rain, you got that one for comprehend language still working on you. Yeah, what the hell? All these spells are working in real life. What kind of
Yeah. It's 'cause
cockamamie
we're
weirdness?
Oh, I just had a
real deal.
brilliant idea.
Oh, what's
Next
that?
level, I need to multi-class into rogue so I can get sneak attack bonuses too.
No, you
no.
don't,
And then
mister.
go 3 into rogue to
Don't
get
you dare.
assassinate from the assassin tree, so every time you attack from surprise, it's an auto crit.
Jesus
God.
Christ.
You would wreck everything.
That's
Yeah,
what
at
someone
least
in my group did, and he literally can do like 200 damage in a single round at level 9.
Just have a just every combat needs a caster that can cast wind wall. Just be like,
Oh.
no arrows. Fuck you.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure I can do that later, but you know.
Well, he's talking about how I should design things. I should start
yeah,
getting anti-arrow. Get some
Well,
monks in here. Like fucking Jack
least-
Chan catches all your arrows.
At least we're not playing 3.5 because then at level 6 a rogue can become an assassin, then have death attack. So if he can sneak attack it, he can potentially one shot it. Doesn't matter how much health he has. Nah, numbers don't matter. It's just if I can I had a rogue that nearly became an assassin. It would have been anything I could sneak attack. They just dead. They die.
Some
Yeah,
sweet
death
damage there.
saving throws, like save or die. Like that's
It's
scary stuff.
yeah, it's one saving roll. And then if they succeed, I just have to pull back to a point where I can study them for 3 more rounds, which I can do certain other actions while studying them, and then I can do it again.
Well, I'm glad that's not in this game.
Yeah.
Scariness.
Unfortunately, the campaign I was going to become an assassin in, the rogue died, and part of the reason why is because pretty much everything we fought, literally everything we fought in that campaign was either a plant type or an undead type.
Oh yeah, no crits on them.
No, I think the one thing we fought was that you could crit on was early in the game, and that was a badger. And
You guys almost fought a badger, but you left him alone.
We did
instead.
almost fight a badger.
yeah, but that campaign was kind of screwed from the get go. Like, I wasn't told too much about the campaign for for plot reasons. Like there was a reason why you go in blind. So I was like, I'm gonna do a rogue as 3.5, and rogues are fun at 3.5. Then it turns out like 80% of the campaign has to deal with undead. I'm
Oh
like,
no!
what the fuck? So yeah, he died to plants. Funny enough. And, no thanks. No
It
thanks.
sounds
to
really
my
funny
druid.
when you say it that.
Yeah,
He died to plants. I imagine a guy like getting strangled by like a stalk of corn, like
Help me!
I can just imagine like you're sitting down to dinner one night and your green beans attack you.
Actually, it was terrifying because it was mutated large size assassin vines, like a horde of them. It was Jurassic Park 2 in the long grass. Like literally, like we're running away because we know we can't win, and I'm just pulled under. And it just see like splats of blood after that.
It got you.
Yeah, it got me hard. And then at that moment, like the reason they caught up to me in the first place because I stopped to save our mage.
Good night, Morris.
Good
and
night.
actually, I gotta go too, guys. Thanks for the game as usual, and again this week.
See you in the future.
Take care.
See, all the way in the future. Bye, guys.
Some
Bye.
point in the future. So yeah, see ya.